They said NASA lies and gravity's fake. Claim boats disappear cause of camera shake. They got memes, not models, and vibes, not proof. You'll do your research from the mom's spare room roof. They file fake claims with a smug little grin, then rage when the facts start setting in. It's not deep thought, it's just deep dirt. Another brain cell lost to sovereign smirk. If you're a scammer, a grifter, we're coming for you. Deep box and the mighty zoo crew, with the drunk debunk show and unfornicated science denial is eviscerated. Dark ventures assembled. Tonight's the night. Stand up for the little guy. Fight for what's right. Got truth in our pocket and fire in our eyes. Debunkers unite. Watch stupidity die. They sell fake hope wrapped in legalese. Charge a fee just to set you free. Sign this form, reclaim your soul, while they laugh it up at the tax loophole. With words like equity and sovereign claim, but it's just a scam wrapped in a fancier name. They preach from pulpits made of PayPal gold, then vanish when the subpoenas unfold. If you're a scammer, a grifter, we're coming for you. Deep box and the mighty zoo crew, with the drunk debunk show and unfornicated science denial is eviscerated. Ventures assembled. Tonight's the night. Stand up for the little guy. Fight for what's right. Got truth in our pocket and fire in our eyes. Debunkers unite. Watch stupidity die. We stumble through shadows, feel outnumbered and bruised. Every punch they throw, we wear like a true tattoo. But the fire still burns in every reply. We get back up swinging cause facts never die. If you're a scammer, a grifter, we're coming for you. Deep debunks and the mighty zoo crew, with the drunk debunk show and unfornicated science denial is eviscerated. Dark ventures assembled. Tonight's the night. Stand up for the little guy. Fight for what's right. Got truth in our pocket and fire in our eyes. Debunkers unite. Watch stupidity die. If you're a scammer, a grifter, we're coming for you. DP debunks and the mighty zoo crew, with the drunk debunk show and unfornicated science denial is eviscerated. Dark ventures assembled. Tonight's the night. Stand up for the little guy. Fight for what's right. Got truth in our pocket and fire in our eyes. Debunkers unite. Watch stupidity die.
Let's freaking go!
The camera's broken. The streak continues of fucking everything up. Fantastic. We're off to a flyer. That's what we do here in the Debunkatorium, people. We just break everything. You know what else I haven't done? I haven't set up. Well, first of all, I'm on the wrong screen. So that's a problem. Let me turn this off and go over here. Because we start on this screen. I've pushed the wrong button. And then I go here. You lot just talk amongst yourselves. I'll sort this out. Don't worry about it. No, it's fine. Don't get up. It's okay. Jesus H. Christ. I need to go here and grab this. This makes perfect sense. You'll know exactly what I'm doing. We don't need to talk about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And we go here and we hit enter and then we click on OK. And then what we do from there is I go here and click on that. And then I go here and I do that. And then we're done. And then we're okay. Beautiful. Greetings, Raiders, from over on the land of Hugh. The land of huge ass. It's fantastic to have you along. I was there for the whole stream and I was quiet, but I was trying to fix audio issues and camera issues. Clearly that worked out really well. Anyway, we hit another milestone. We'll get to that in just a minute. The camera wasn't broken. It does it every time I restart OBS. I've learned that restarting OBS clears out a lot of the crap and it behaves a lot better. So I've restarted both PCs and everything else. Anyway, we're on the home stretch, people. It's 9:37 p.m. here in Adelaide, South Australia, my hometown here in the magical land of Oz. You've gone from over Brisbane way with your old mates, Critical Think, the man of the weekend, man of the hour, and Hugh Jas, the biggest YouTuber on the planet, despite what Mr. Beast might claim. Had a great time reviewing a Ratzoid debate, which is always funny because he's a fucking moron. I just like listen to those guys banter and talk and point and laugh because that's all I can do. I'm not smart enough to do anything else. Anyway, while they were over there, we raised more money for Critical Think's GoFundMe, and it was awesome. That's the whole point of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. I came up with the idea. I didn't come up with the idea. People have been doing stream-a-thons for years. I'm not original. I steal everything I make. But had the idea, hey, if we just do like a weekend, we can raise a huge chunk of change and help out Critical Think, because he put his money where his mouth is. He got out there, he touched grass or snow or ice, got his ass on a plane from Sydney to Santiago, which is supposed to be impossible. So it was dangerous. He could have gone missing forever. Put his life on the line, people. Made that flight, then went down to Punta Arenas, met up with a bunch of randos. Turns out they were going to Antarctica too. Who knew? Flew over there, did some experiments, measured some stuff, noticed that the sun was up for 24 hours, then took that same flight from Santiago all the way back to Australia. That's supposed to be impossible again. He is a freaking daredevil. Bet your ass. Before this weekend, just so you know, before this weekend, on Friday night, I wrote down where that GoFundMe was at when we started. Bearing in mind, we've still got 2 hours and 21 minutes to go. We started, Critical Think's GoFundMe started at 26,159 Australian dollars, 26 grand. That's pretty good, but CT spent 60 grand to go to Antarctica. So he hadn't recovered half the cost. After Hugh Jas's mammoth effort within the stream and encouraging people to donate, which, by the way, there's absolutely no pressure to, but it would be very kind of you and greatly appreciated if you've got some spare pennies or shekels or coconuts laying around, chuck them over to CT. He'll greatly appreciate it. Not at him, like take it and put it in the GoFundMe. Don't just throw things at him. That's really mean. Anyway, what we want to have a look at is it just ticked over to 40 grand in total. $40,000. Anonymous, the hacker group, have been making a lot of donations this weekend because obviously they're a government psyop, just like us defending the globe. So they're on board with CT's work. Thank you, whoever you are. Anonymous, we don't know. That's part of the mystique, and I'm here for it. Whole bunch of people, and we're going to go through all of them in a little bit, who've donated over this weekend, have put money in, but $40,001 raised in total for the GoFundMe. But that, my furry little friends, means in total this weekend so far, because we've still got time, we have raised a total of $13,842 dollary-doos. And I just broke it by typing. There you go. And guess whose applause button is not working? That's right, me. Because I hit it, nothing happened. Mind you, before the stream, I hit that button about 25 times in a row to test it, and it was fine. But round of applause for everybody who has contributed to the Critical Stream-a-Thon. That is a fantastic number to see. 13,842 Australian dollars raised in less than 48 hours. It is absolutely mind-blowing, absolutely phenomenal, and sincerely, at least from me, thank you for supporting the event, and thank you for putting your hands in your pocket and supporting CT. The event, mind you, isn't over. We are on the home stretch. I'm looking forward to the finish line and having a peaceful sleep and bask in the glory of a job well done. But if you would like to contribute, the link is pinned at the top of the chat, as is a link that you click on and subscribe straight away to Critical Think's channel if you're not already. And if you're not, give yourself an uppercut. But having said that, click on that link. It'll prompt you to subscribe to the channel. Just say, yeah, that's why I'm here. Pretty obvious. And you'll be subscribed to Critical Think, and you can watch all his stuff. Watching his content means you get some ad revenue and everything out of YouTube. So that's going to help. You can also click on the link to go through to the GoFundMe campaign, and you can make a donation there if you would like to. If you're watching on a big TV, you can also scan this guy. Give me a little tickle. Here you go. Hey, buddy. Hello. That's a QR code. So that'll give you a link on your device of preference, and you can go straight to the GoFundMe from there and throw some cash at it. That'll update the number down here at the bottom of the screen, and a little notification is going to pop up over here somewhere with your name on it, and you'll be immortalized here in the Debunkatorium for all time, unless my channel gets nuked and the video gets deleted. We'll see what happens, but given that earlier in the Critical Stream-a-Thon, I held a knife up to the camera to score $100 for Critical Think, odds on it's going to happen at some point. I'm going to cross a line. That's what we do. Anyway, other than all of that, the other ways you can help out if you would like to contribute and don't want to go through GoFundMe, because occasionally people have got problems with the info that it asks for and stuff. I totally get it. That's fine. Any YouTube revenue raised here on the DP Debunks channel, yours truly, 10% of everything that comes in from now until Critical Think's goal reaches $60,000 and the job is done. 10% of everything that comes in is going to Critical Think's GoFundMe. And at dpdebunks.shop, my online store, where I sell a whole bunch of stupid stuff and some pretty cool Critical Stream-a-Thon merch as well, I might say. I did say, said it just then. Anything you buy there, 100% of all of the profit from every single product at dpdebunks.shop is going to CT's GoFundMe until that goal is met. If it takes a year, we'll do it for a year. If it takes 2 years, we'll do it for 2 years. But it's not going to take that long because you're all awesome and you want to get the job done. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing to help out. Also, there were a couple of super chats earlier, and in the spirit of the event, rather than just taking those super chats and saying, all right, well, we'll throw 10% at it. The super chats that came in earlier, it was $42 worth, 40 Australian and $2 American. So we'll call it 45. I'll throw that in the kitty, in the pot for CT a little bit later on, because I don't want to shoot my wad right now at the start, just quietly. What would be fantastic, and I'm setting a challenge for all of you, whether you're watching or not. Hard for you to hear it if you're not watching, but I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Bet your ass I am. Right over here. So if we look at my crappy little spreadsheet, again, don't tell Ruhif this exists. Don't let him see it. I don't want to get reamed like Alan and Dr. Heffron did. I would love to get that over 14 grand for CT and have a 14 grand total raised for Critical Think. It would be awesome if we can get there. As I said, I've got another $45 or something to throw at that. So we're not that far away. We're about 150. If we could get to 15 grand, that would be unbelievable. But that is a big ask. And I'm not insisting on it. I'm not even insisting we get to 14. I'm just saying, it'd be pretty cool. I can close the schedule now. I don't need it. That's been available all weekend and mostly worked. As far as I'm aware, the only person who misread it this weekend was me. I had a few stream. I thought I had like another hour or something, and I didn't. I only had 40 minutes. So, yeah. And that speaks volumes about how this weekend has gone for me. I've been an absolute fucking mess. But worth it, because the success of this thing is mind-blowing. We have got a shit ton of people in the chat I need to say hello to. Canadian Space Advocate is here. Joe Black is here again. Joe Black, have you slept at all this weekend, sir? I know Canadian Space Advocate has. Good to see you. Gauden Reiber is here. Critical Think, knocking about the place. Beautiful. Huge ass as well. 85 has been here pretty much every stream, which is phenomenal. Jay Gill, good to see you. Andrew Johnston, let me know that the fundraiser hit 40k and I need to shit my pants. I'm not going to, but let's not and say I did. Cool. Monkey in the Works is here. He says, good, insert time appropriate salutation, everyone. Perfect. More guitars. Proby666 has been knocking about the place all weekend. Thank you for your help. Thank you for reaching out when Huge Ass's internet disconnected. He did a me in the middle of the stream. I was getting ready to jump on early if I needed to, because CT was just flailing. It wasn't in his stream. He couldn't drive everything and it was all going wrong. But crisis averted. They were able to finish, which is awesome. But yeah, thanks for reaching out, Proby. No problems at all. SMO Bent Spoon is here again. I've been seeing you all weekend. Thank you. Sydney Raptor has been kidnapped. Yes. Huge Ass's gravitational pull not only attracts everybody to his stream, but part of his superpowers, he's able to repel everybody as well. So basically, by lifting a cheek and squeezing one out, he was able to eject everybody from Huge Ass's stream over here to the Bunkatorium, all the way in South Australia. It's quite an impressive feat. I don't know what Hugh's feet are like. I imagine they're impressive. I'm sure they are. He's an impressive specimen. Charles Arnold is here. Who else have we got knocking about? CMS is here. Conspiracy Music Studios. We played one of your videos earlier, sir, and it didn't kill the stream. So thanks for fixing the booby traps on your videos. Much obliged. Who else? Goran Anderson is here. The only first bunker with his own country code. You see, Jas? You're goddamn right. And we love him for it. Big Fish is here. Prepare for audio issues. I forgot to unmute and everything wasn't working, so we can tick that off the bingo card. As usual, I'm talking very fast and I need to slow down or I'm going to have a heart attack. Who else is here? Tori Hanzo is here. Excellent stuff. You can't spell Debunkatorium without Tori. You know it makes sense. Still City JW. Davids is here. Hey, good to see you, Davids. Thank you. The video that you made, I played it in the first stream with the intent of playing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I got a copyright strike for it. Well, not a strike. It just got claimed because of the music that was in it. So yeah, just let you know, I'm not dirty on it. It's just I haven't used it since because it's a pain in the ass to have to trim that out or tweak stuff or just to see the notification that it was a problem. I don't really care, but I didn't want everything claimed that I've done this weekend because it's just a hassle. But we'll definitely give it some mileage. But thank you for creating that. It was cool. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the stream that's demonetized, and we'll get some money to the people who apparently own the license for the song that's in it. Why not? We'll help them out too. We'll help everybody. Screw it. Dougal Dog, my nemesis, my trivia nemesis, is here. We're facing off on the 18th of September on the Fact Down with Jeranism, and Dougal Dog is going to absolutely decimate me because I'm a moron. So that's going to be fun for everybody. Unfornicated is here, one of the Dirt Vengers. Thanks for coming along, sir. I hope you've had a good snooze and a bit of a rest, and that you've managed to sleep. Dr. Nimrod is not here, and I don't want to hear anybody say otherwise. Thank you very much. So yeah, I haven't seen Dr. Nimrod anywhere, which is bugger. I'd love to see him, but what are you going to do? I am wearing my party hat. I bought this at the Byron Bay Blues Fest 2024. I did. And yeah, it's not my favorite hat to wear out and about. I usually only wear it on stream or when I'm doing something dumb and I want to look like an idiot, because it's very multicolored and it's very silly. But it's not the silliest hat I own. But I thought very fitting tonight because I'm in quite the celebratory mood. One thing I am going to do really quick, despite all the warnings to the contrary to not click on things. What's going on here? We go here, no, there, and I'm just going to give this a shot in the arm. Let's go there. Boom. Okay, just gonna up the bit rate a little bit. Excuse me. I've been sipping on some chamomile, honey, and lemon tea to help with the throat issue. I'm drugged up to the eyeballs. I'm definitely coming down with some sort of bug, but we're going to power the hell through to the end of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. What are we going to do for the last 2 hours and 8 minutes of the stream? Well, it's going to be dumb, because that's what I'm best at. So we'll do dumb stuff, and most of the time is going to be taken up with thank yous to everybody who's donated and everybody who has participated in the Critical Stream-a-Thon, and everybody who wanted to participate and tried to, and my technical issues prevented it. So I do want to give right now off the bat a special shout out to Steve from Wormhaven. You would know him as Steve's Creepy Van, who makes some absolutely brilliant YouTube content. His videos are next level. His editing is off the chizzy, as the kids say. I don't know what that means. Off the chain. And yeah, they're well researched. He has a deep dive into Dirth's Bitcoin, and exposed all the dodgy shenanigans going on with Dome Shot, which, if you don't know what that is, look it up on Urban Dictionary. But that's literally what Flat Earth Dave called his shitcoin that he gives away and has absolutely no value. Is completely not a waste of time. Also looked at Kent Hovind. He's tackled Eric Dubay, Nathan Oakley, went to Flat Earth Day, a whole bunch of folks, and his stuff is excellent. Thank you, Jay Black. So Steve put his hand up very early on in the piece to be a part of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. I was very excited. Streaming's not really his thing. He was a bit nervous about it, but he said, hey, I'll give it a crack. Why not? It's for a good cause. And I was very excited. And then, as you all know, I had a few issues with the house move and everything else that was going on here in DP land, and basically just took a 4-week break, which is not ideal when you're planning a global collaborative streaming event to fundraise for somebody. I don't recommend taking that route. Hey, we've all learned something. Anyway, I've been back and forth with Steve in the background via Discord the last few days in the run-up to the event, and yesterday and today. He's been available all day to help out, but after the shenanigans with the Dirt Vengers Assemble stream, where the guest thing didn't work and it was all broken and the mics were being dumb and the audio issues, surprise, surprise, I just said to him, look, let's just leave it for now, and once I get all of these issues sorted out, we'll do something separate and special, because I really want to talk to him about his band, Wormhaven, and the music they've produced. I play guitar. I wouldn't call myself a musician by any stretch, but it's a hobby for me. So I'm very curious about that. I think you'll all find it pretty interesting as well. And a bit of insight into a creator who's made a bit of a splash on the scene, and who was a really nice guy, and I respect greatly. So thank you, Steve from Wormhaven, for putting your hand up, making yourself available. Apologies sincerely that I wasn't able to swing it. It's entirely my fault. Also to Mind of Steel, Raynard Wilson. He's on the participant list. I intended to have him on as a guest on stream as well. He's had a fair bit going on in his neck of the woods. He's running a very successful channel. And again, me going MIA for a few weeks didn't really help align the stars to get him on in the end. So my apologies to Raynard Wilson for dropping the ball there. And apologies to all of you for missing out, because I was really looking forward to having a chat with him. He's not really into the flat earth stuff, but he does like exposing grifters, and he's the reason we had that run of Simon Shitty Goldberg content here on the channel, because he sucks. If you want to know more about that, don't watch the Fraud Almighty video that I made, which is an animated parody of everything that they've going on, but watch it to have a laugh, because I'm very proud of it. So please do go and check out Fraud Almighty. I think it's great. So that's those two. We'll do the rest of them later. Thank you, Joe Black. I also, my voice is going. I'm not going to have one left by the end of this. 85. Did someone tag CC's tree? I hope not. Got to look after that tree. It's a hero. I want to shout out Joe Black. Joe Black has been spamming links everywhere all weekend. As you've just seen, I mentioned somebody and he's run off, grabbed a link and dropped it in the chat for everyone. Please go and subscribe to Steve's Creepy Van. Please go and subscribe to Mind of Steel. Mind of Steel especially. He needs all the help he can get. When you get there and you look at his sub count, you'll know why I'm saying that. Anyway. Yes, the Fraud Almighty video. Go and watch that, because Baby Unfornicated, the little person, Oblivia, who is a destroyer of flatards and the like, Unfornicated's Spawn, his daughter, was the voice of the Duchess in that. And there's some other voices you might recognize through that video. So check it out. Very fun. It's not that long either. It's a good watch. Fuck it. Maybe we'll just play it in a minute. Yeah, we'll just play it. We'll all watch it together. I'll play it when I got to go and crap my pants. Zesta back from burnout is here. I know what being back from burnout is like. I thought I saw a message from Dr. Nimrod, but I can't have because he's not here. So yeah, I haven't seen anything. Later on, I'll talk about all the other creators who did take part or were able to take part, because I didn't screw the pooch for their participation. But yeah, just again, look, this was kind of a crazy idea. It was pretty random that someone who's never really met CT or interacted before, or a couple of messages in chat, was just like, oh, I'll just run an event for a total stranger and raise and ask people and beg for their money, their hard-earned cash, in the midst of like economic downturns everywhere and people doing it tough. Why the hell not? What could possibly go wrong? Because that's the kind of person I am. But thankfully, when I reached out to Critical Think, because I didn't just take it and run with it. I had the idea, sent him an email, and then once I got word back, yeah, I was pretty happy that he gave me the green light and was cool with me running off and getting it all going. So thank you to Critical Think for being a very, very cool person, and let me take a stupid, insane idea that I may have a few regrets about, and running with it. It was awesome. And please know, I'm really happy that I organized this. I'm not taking all the credit for it, though. All the creators who put their hand up made this what it is, because there's no way I could have done this for 48 hours on my own. And all the people who've been hanging out in all of the chats, back and forth all over the internet. This thing has covered Australia. We've covered the United Kingdom, a couple of different regions there. We've gone to the United States. CT's been jumping on stream. So technically we've gone to Bangkok as well, which is just other than being a place on the planet Earth. It makes people giggle every time you say it. Go on, try it. Say Bangkok and try not to smile. Well, anyway, yeah, I am legit blown away with the response to this event, and I'm just keeping my eye on the fundraiser total to see if it moves. The job's not done, kids. We got 2 hours to go, and I need to be jumping back and forth and checking out what's going on. Zesta back from burnout. Are you a flat earther, Zester? Well, you're very welcome here in the Debunkatorium, sir. I'm not going to tell you a new one. I don't debate here on this channel because I'm not smart enough to. I go after the big fish, not the little fish. So yeah, thanks for coming along and checking it out. Very cool. What the hell was I going to talk about? I was just thanking everybody and looking at totals. You know what? Let's just oh, that's what I was going to tell everybody. I did a thing. End of the story. You're welcome. I'm just going to drop it in the chat for everybody. That's not right. Critical Stream-a-Thon. Scroll up because that's not right. Boom. The Critical Stream-a-Thon playlist. Leave me alone, says Big Fish. No. You'll take your praise and you'll bloody well like it. All right? Deal with it. Sick of your shit. I didn't even think of creating a playlist for the Critical Stream-a-Thon. Thank you to FTFE, Craig McNeil, Flat Earth. Yeah, we will. For like calling me out on that and suggesting it. The second he did it, I was like, that's a brilliant idea. I should do that. So here on the playlist, what you're going to find is every single stream from the Critical Stream-a-Thon, all organized from start down to finish. So there's me kicking off. Curious UK debunks, the Copium Emporium, huge ass, of course. Unfornicated, MC Toon, Unfornicated again. Here's Yerba Mate Talks, Max, who's an absolute hero. There's me, where everything crashed in the first 25 minutes of that stream. We were only up to 7 grand at that point. That's when I kicked off last night at about, what, 8 o'clock or something. We've doubled that since. So thank you again, everybody. And then we've got Dave McKeegan, who wasn't sure if he'd be able to help out, and went for 2 hours and knocked it out of the park, raised over $1,000 off his own bat. Then Max has jumped on so I could get some sleep, along with Curious UK Debunks. FTFE jumped in for 3 hours. Thank you very much. And then the Dirt Venger stream, which was a bit of a disaster, but hey, that's fine. And that's the wrong way around. That's not how it went. It went like that, is what happened. The Drunk Debunk show was on there having a chat with Critical Think. He also had a chat to I nearly said Ratsoid. He had a chat to Craig as well. There's the Dirt Vengeance symbol. That's where that goes. And then Max has done another shift. He was tired. He had a headache. He was hungry. He wanted to sleep. I felt really awful, but he got through it. Thank you, Max. We've got me earlier tonight as the run-in to Huge Ass, and here we are, 35 of you hanging out, having a peek. Thank you very much. Fantastic. So that playlist is there for all time if you want to relive all of the excitement and the action and the audio issues and the fuck-ups. That's the place to go, and you can do the whole thing again when you've got a spare 48 hours, because yeah, we're all just hemorrhaging time. Confusion in the chat. Somebody thought CMS, Conspiracy Music Studios, was Conspiracy Music Guru. Absolutely not. They're very different. Conspiracy Music Studios is awesome, and Conspiracy Music Guru is not. One's a normie and one's a conspiratard. So yeah, that's a different thing. But no biggie, no blood, no foul. Everyone's fine. What we're gonna do is screw it. We're gonna burn 15 minutes, and I'm gonna make you all watch my masterpiece based on the 1099 OID tax fraud scheme run by Scam Fraud Deeb and the Duchess of Deductions. Any resemblance to any persons, living or otherwise, is entirely on purpose. But for legal reasons, I'll say it's purely coincidental. So yeah, that's good for for everybody to know. I don't know if this is going to work. We're all going to find out together. But please, ladies and gentlemen, special presentation from me to you in honor of Critical Think, something that I worked really hard on. And the last thing I did where the whole community came together, please, for your consideration, Fraud Almighty.
All characters and events in this video, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All voices are impersonated. Poorly. This video contains details of 1099 OID tax fraud, and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone. Love, DP Debugs.
Welcome, seekers of sovereignty, guardians of gold, you who reject the tyranny of revenue services. You are now one of us.
You have entered the sanctuary of solutions. I am the Duchess of Deductions and a wielder of the redacted ledger.
And I am Scam Fraudib, herald of the hidden tax codes, bringer of refunds most foul, leader of this noble process.
Sorry, this is the tax thing, right?
No, dear initiate, this is no mere tax thing. This is financial resurrection. This is divine reclamation. This is the OID reclaim process.
He's the chosen one. He talks to the IRS gods.
Today, you will learn how to reclaim what was never yours, but always should have been. Your debts, they are illusions. Your bills, they are secret bearer bonds. Your utilities are securities, baby. Here's how it works. Every time you pay a bill, the bank already got paid. So why pay it again? That's the beauty of the scam.
Process, darling. We say process.
Yes, quite right. Slip of the tongue happens when you spend too long talking to the all-seeing eye of the IRS.
Wait, are we filling out something with the IRS in America? But we're in the UK.
Not filing, reclaiming. You send them a 1099 OID, we take our little gift off the top, and you receive your sovereign refund.
Praise Scam Fraudib. This all looks completely above board and legal.
Legal? Legal schmeagle. We don't abide by their laws. We operate under equity. We are governed by trust and contract and vibes.
And NDAs. Lots of NDAs and privacy complaints and copyright takedown requests, naturally.
Now, open your wallets, rejoice in the taxless light, and remember, we don't scam the IRS, we gift them a tribute, like wise men offering frankincense, myrrh, and a forged 1099 OID form. Let's talk about your, let's call them service fees. After all, enlightenment isn't free, my friends. We have 3 tiers. Standard is the paltry sum of £1,500 and 15% of your blessings from the IRS paid to us. Premium is just a tiny £1,400 and 14% skimmed off the top and dropped into my pocket. And Premium Plus, the highest level of financial liberation we offer, it costs a measly £1,300 and 13%. But this is strictly for the true believers, the most loyal, the most obedient.
Hold on, you get a cut of my IRS payment. What the hell's that about?
It's not a cut, it's a tithe, a sovereign success fee, fair payment for services rendered.
Besides, do you know how long it takes me to fill out those fraudulent forms while communing with the void of federal bureaucracy?
I thought this was about community.
It is. It's a community of silence about money, because if you break that silence, we break the ties permanently. I'm the expert here, and I will not be questioned.
Let's be clear, friends. Leak our process, share our materials, or say the name Scam-Fraudib in vain, and your claim is ash. We don't just expel blasphemers, we erase them, we defame them, we bury those who stood in our way in as many complaints to YouTube as possible.
Question? What happened to the last guy who asked for a refund of their membership fees?
He was offered a refund of exposure to the IRS and access to our favourite service for former members, slandering them on social media of heinous acts with absolutely no evidence. Drink deep of the deductions, brothers and sisters, and fear not the taxman, for we are the wind beneath his refund check. You are safe with us, friends. We are untouchable. And by we, I mean myself, Scam-Fraudib, and the Duchess of Deductions here. If the feds come knocking, then we're throwing you all under the bus. Now, let's talk documents. Our sacred scrolls, our blessed forms, bureaucratic relics forged in the fires of sovereign ink, created from the fires of fraud and secrecy by our very own Duchess of Deductions and sworn under penalty of perjury unless someone outside this room sees them, in which case they are all forgeries.
Hang about. Isn't that just an IRS 1099 reclaim form with some glitter and sparkles on it?
Quite right. But before you sign away your soul and your cash and your assets to us, we must build your sovereign identity. This means submitting to us your passport, a W7 tax ID request form, and signing the Holy NDA, the holiest of holies.
NDA stands for not disclosing anything, and that means ever.
Our NDA is not like theirs. Ours is sacred. Ours is airtight. And if you break it, well, the last leaker had to explain their sovereign process to a very confused tax fraud investigator.
That's why we don't talk about them.
Exactly, my fine indoctrinated weirdo. We don't define things, we imply. We're governed by common law.
Common law? What the bloody hell is that about?
It means our laws are older than Parliament, older than the IRS, older than logic, older than time itself. They are laws born of equity, trust, and vibes. They live in the sacred PDF.
Fear not, friends. We have contracts. Private, magical contracts. No one can ever come after you. Did I say you? I meant us. They protect us.
Don't think of us as scammers. Oh, perish the thought. Think of us as fellow truthers. We are your financial salvation. We are contractual artists. By that I mean con artists.
I'm certain that phrase has no other negative connotations at all.
And now, dear suckers and rubes, it is time for the best part of the show.
Testimonials from members of the Order, just like you.
Their testimonies are unprompted and not delivered under duress in any way, shape or form. The fact that we have enough personally identifiable information about you to steal your identities or sell that data on the dark web is entirely coincidental.
Before this process, I was drowning in credit card debt. I'm still in debt. I sleep in a discarded bathtub. But the difference is, after joining the Order, I believe my debt is fake. Thank you, Scam-Fraudib.
I filed 6 OID claims with Scam-Fraudib. So far, I've got no money back. But Duchess told me it was a spiritual test, so I paid another 1,500 quid for another year. Oh, I'm up to tier 4 now, and Scam says I might get a new shirt.
Indeed, a purple velvet one, embroidered with the sovereign seal of our fine order, and ordered from the world's greatest purveyor of questionable haberdashery, Timu.
Just a minute. Did anyone here actually receive any money back?
Blasphemy! Burn him! He's a witch! He's a bank-loving witch!
I got a letter from the IRS, said I owe them $22,000, and something about the US attorney investigating an extradition for tax fraud. Scam Fraud said I had to send him the letter to look after. Now they won't stop calling me and I don't know what to do.
Ho, ho, ho. Thank you, friend. What a cool story, bro. And remember, if you are being audited, that means you've already passed the first trial. You must press on, and whatever happens, do not call us ever.
Their attention is a compliment, like being noticed by a tiger in a jungle while you're covered in barbecue sauce, or Interpol.
This all sounds a bit culty.
Culty? It's nothing like a cult. We prefer the term private member association with elevated consciousness and enhanced refund capacity. And so, dear friends, as this presentation concludes, we all ascend above the tyrannies of fiat, beyond the illusions of income, and past the reach of the taxman's talons.
And into the warm embrace of sovereign self-accounting and fraudulent filings.
Stay true of heart, my people. You may hear rumours, whispers, that some of our brethren face trials, judgments, fines, restitution, federal prison.
Rest assured, these are misunderstandings.
Yes, some of them may have been convicted of tax fraud. Yes, restitution in the tens or hundreds or thousands of dollars were ordered. But remember, when the state prosecutes a sovereign, it is the system that stands accused.
Indeed, and you are not alone. Thousands have walked this path before you. Some are walking it still. Some are walking it in ankle monitors. Some are walking it in a US federal prison while sharing a cell with the girl and taking on the coveted role of being his sexy time pincushion.
Don't be afraid, my marvellous victims. This process is eternal. It transcends borders. It is bigger than statutes. It is more important than warrants.
Scam, I love.
And while they may raid your home, seize your bank accounts, repossess your assets, and they may make you question your very reality.
Scam?
Oh shit, right. That's all we have time for today, beloveds. Remember, equity over everything, and shred anything you don't want to explain later. To the sovereign escape chute. Climb, Duchess, climb!
This was the best meeting ever!
Mute the microphone. There we go. That killed 15 minutes. That's my animated whatever. So thank you to Raynard Wilson and Forticated and Drunk to Bunk Show and Oblivia and Culture Cats and to Zoe and to Rusty and especially Keanu Reeves for helping out with Fraud Almighty and making it what it is, there forever, immortalized on the interwebs. It's a glorious thing. Love your work. I'm going to check on the total. Are we moving the dial or are we all distracted by Zesta back from Burnout's list? Hey, Zesta, am I on the list? Am I on the list? Have you got a copy of the list? Would you like me to display the list so we can see who's been naughty and who's been nice? I'm more than happy to. We don't get a lot of flat earthers here on the channel. So I'm happy to accommodate if that's something you're up for. And if not, that's fine as well. And honestly, I'm not being a dick about it. I'm very curious as to who you think claims or won't make the claim that there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Because there is. There's one in the north too. Up in the Arctic Circle. But there absolutely is one. Here's the list. Awesome. Let me just copy that. We'll all have a look at it together. Why the hell not? Here we go. We'll read through this. We'll make it nice and big. Do the zoomy thing. All right, everybody. So this is Esther back from Burnout's list from 10 days ago. Evidence that there is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. I'm going to give it a dramatic reading. I've never seen this before, so here we go. Dave McKeegan, Critical Think, if you're still knocking about the place, you might be very interested in this and can probably share your thoughts in the chat. But here's what Zesta Back for Burnout's got to say. After the final experiment, TFE, I was surprised to find that the participants were unwilling to claim a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. This unwillingness extended to most globe propagandists. This led me to the idea that lying is not allowed by this group, as well as by any official source. I asked many globe propagandists to make a claim there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. The ones that made this claim have been placed in the Hall of Shame. However, many more declined to make this claim, and this is evidence that they do not believe the footage supplied by TFE or any other source, and that there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. I started asking and collecting the names of non-claimers after Will Duffy announced his final debate. These names are published below, along with a few names that I remembered after TFE. An affirmative answer to the question, will you claim a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, is not considered by me as a claim. What? There is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. All footage of this phenomenon is faked. This falsifies the globe. If your name is on this list and you disagree, please make your claim. There is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica in the comment section below, and I will remove your name. There's a whole bunch of names there. There's Creaky Blinder. There's Culture Cat. You should probably remove them. Bob the Science Guy. You should remove him. I mean, Flat Earth Dave. Yeah, whatever. Who else have we got? I'm not going to go through all of them. It's not exactly exhaustive, Chief. Simon Dan, you can take him off. Professor Phil Bell. Professor Phil Bell will tell you there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. So will Patricia Steer. She'll make that claim. There is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That's the reason she's, or at least part of the reason, she's no longer a flat earther. See, the thing is, Esther, none of them made the claim. They don't have to make the claim. They're stating it as a fact. So setting some sort of weird arbitrary requirement that only you know as to how to remove themselves from this list by making the claim is odd. I don't understand that. An affirmative answer to the question, will you claim a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, is not considered by me as a claim. But it is. You're asking a question. Will you claim a 24-hour sun in Antarctica? Someone says yes. That's an affirmative response. They're agreeing with you. They're saying, yes, there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. If your requirement is that they literally say the words, there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, that sounds like your damage. Okay? They're not obligated to give you the response in exactly the way or format that you want it. Is there a problem for you to write or say there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica? Dude, I've been saying there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica from before the final experiment. Here you go. You ready? My name, it's not my real name, it's my internet name, but that'll do. My name is DP Debunked, and I am more than willing to make the claim for Zesta back from burnout that there is, in fact, a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. None of the evidence produced by the final experiment was faked. It's all verifiable. And Zesta back from burnout has not reviewed every single piece of evidence made available by the participants in that experiment. If they done so, the only conclusion you can draw is that there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. It was witnessed by flat earthers and globe earthers alike over a 4-day period in December of 2024. Several of the participants have since renounced flat earth and accepted reality, which is that the earth is a globe. So there you have it. How's that? By the way, Critical Think is in the chat. Just back from burnout. Why do I have to write it in the comments? I've just said it on the internet. This is going to live on the internet forever. I am not obligated to meet your requirement, and I'm quite happy to live on your list. All you're doing is coming up with an unreasonable expectation and requirement so that you can hang on to a religious belief that the earth is flat and deny evidence. That's what's happening. That's all that is happening. You're here on my channel, in my chat, asking me to comment on your post because you don't like me saying it on the internet. Not how it works. Not interested. Dave McKeegan says, I especially love that Zesta claims we faked the footage for the final experiment and then shared a video from ALE showing the midnight sun. Fantastic. Philip Craig, what a total lie. Nailed it. I mean, this is all very, very weird. Just weird. Yeah, this is it right here from Philip Craig. You're denying the evidence. Denial does not make it fake. Rejecting evidence does not make it false. That is your problem. To be clear, making the claim there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica is lying. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's an objective, quantifiable fact. And you know what you can do, Zesta? Here's the challenge for you, okay? We are here and have been all weekend raising money for Critical Think. We've had another donation as well, by the way. We've raised over $13,000 or almost $14,000 this weekend to help Critical Think recover the cost of his trip to Antarctica with the final experiment. There's footage of his plane trip from Sydney to Santiago in Chile. Okay, there's footage of Critical Think in Antarctica conducting experiments. He's here in the chat right now. You can ask him about it. Be more than happy to have a chat to you. The dude was there. If you doubt that there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, you, my friend, can get together with your flat earth friends. You can host a stream-a-thon of your own over a weekend or 2 or 3. What you need is about $40,000 US or $60,000 Australian to cover the cost of taking the trip with Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions, just as Critical Think and Dave McKeegan did. You can go on that trip. You can get on a plane from wherever you live to Chile, hook up with ALE, you can get on a plane with them, go to Antarctica in the Antarctic summer, and you can witness the 24-hour sun in Antarctica, which 100% exists, for yourself. If you don't want to do that, you can go to Punta Arenas in Chile and see that the sun does something completely different down there to what it does in the Northern Hemisphere. And what the sun does at that location is only possible if the Earth is a globe. But if you're talking about Antarctica specifically, you can put your hand in your pocket, organize it yourself. And if you want to host a stream-a-thon I'll promote it right here on the channel for you. You can get on a plane. You can go with Roger Ledwell. You can both go to Antarctica, see the 24-hour sun, and then delete your list. Unless you're willing to do that, you haven't got a leg to stand on. Do what Critical Think did. Do what Dave McKeegan did. Go outside, touch some grass, stop spewing conspiracy nonsense, and do what Flat Earthers claim to do, your own research. Go there. See it. See it. Coming back from a trip like that during the Antarctic summer and claiming there is no 24-hour sun, that, my friend, that would be lying, because you will see one. And that's the end of my piece. Yeah, as Professor Phil Bell said, who's a very smart man, no need to do that. Go to Punta Arenas and watch the sun directly south at midnight while it's also over Australia. Zesta back from Burnout says, I don't need to go. I know it's fake because people are all reluctant and often refuse to make the claim there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. No, they refuse to make the claim in the specific format that a complete stranger on the internet demands that they do to be removed from a list that they don't give a shit about. That's all that's happening. Literally all that's happening. It's not evidence, dude. It's not evidence. So you and your, what do we got? Your 9 subscribers need to accept that fact. Okay? It's not working for you, and you look like a bit of a deal. I'm trying to help you out. I only asked for the specific format because there is so much deception. There's zero deception. The deception is saying that everything in TFE is a lie. That's based on a predetermined conclusion that you need everything from TFE to be a lie because it absolutely destroys any possible belief in flat Earth. A 24-hour sun in Antarctica is impossible on flat Earth, so you need it to be deception. You need it to be a lie. Unfortunately, it isn't. It is an objective truth. And I won't debate objective truths here in the debunkatory, because it's just a fact. That simple. That being said, you're still welcome here. I'm not going to kick you out. I'm not going to ban you. 24-hour sun in Antarctica falsifies the globe. That is 100% correct, and you need to do some more reading. But hey, if you've got evidence of how the 24-hour sun absolutely works for flat Earth, you should absolutely be publishing that and sharing it, because nobody has yet. It doesn't exist. This is Critical Stream-a-Thon merch. You can get a mug, you can get a koozie, you can get a mug. That's a glass, not a mug. The mug's over there. I got confused. You can get a hoodie, you can get a t-shirt, you can get a hat. 100% of the profit from those items and everything else, including the Wits at the Platypus backpacks, 100% of the profit goes to Critical Think's GoFundMe, which is right here. I need to update my total. Oh, we've had another donation. Thank you. This is what I've been doing. I've been grabbing that number, and then we go over here, and we drop it there, and then we go paste values. Oh, we're so close. $13,887 raised for Critical Think's GoFundMe. That deserves a round of applause, but the button's not working. Will it kick in before I do the thing to fix it? Yep. Scared it into submission. I do appreciate you coming into the chat, Zesta back from Burnout, and sharing your opinion. Thank you. It's a gutsy move, and respect for that. You're wrong, but I respect it. What else is going on in the chat? Bored with that one now. Sarah Jones is dropping some applause. Thanks, Sarah Jones. Absolute hero. She's part of the Docs Brigade subset of the Dirt Ventures. We're an exclusive club. Megan's here. Hey, Megan. Hello, hello, hello. I know. 40 grand. It is nuts. And we've got, what, an hour and 25 minutes to go. We're so close to 14,000 bucks raised this weekend. I can taste it. Taste it. Actually, no. That's the throat spray I put in before. That's what that taste is. My bad. I'm going to pop a lozenge. So I'm going to talk funny for a little bit. My throat is really sore. Hi, Megan. Big wave. Good to see you. Love you being around. Best. Everyone says $103 from Joe Black. That gets a clappy claps. Let's see if I can beat it to not working. There it is. Thank you, Joe Black. That is awesome. Much obliged. I am going to try and fix the applause button. Yeah, it's not turning itself off. It's weird. There we go. We'll see if that sorts it. Well, the Stream-a-Thon, the Critical Stream-a-Thon, officially ends at midnight. We went from midnight to midnight. I did kick off 15 minutes early on Friday night. So midnight Friday to midnight my time tonight. We're going to go over. The 1:30 was just like arbitrary because I don't know when we're going to knock off once the clock runs out. But I'm not going to hit midnight and just go, oh, it's midnight. Peace, fucking people, and bail. We'll still be having a chat. Don't you worry. Because what's really cool, unfornicated, is I'm on my own for the last stretch and I can do whatever the hell I want because there's no one following me. I make the rules. I am the law. That was like half Arnie and not even close to being Schwarzenegger. So, what am I doing? I'm grabbing the new amount after I refresh the page. Just did this. But I'm okay with it. Updating this total, I'm absolutely fine. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. $13,990. That is the price of a small size car, a little hatchback here in Australia. You technically have bought Critical Think a car this weekend. Fuck yeah. Aberax is here. Check out that total, Aberax. That's what we've raised this weekend. 13 grand for Critical Think. $10 away from 14,000 raised. Unfornicated says, I would absolutely do a countdown and click end broadcast mid-sentence. You know how tempted I am. You know. But I'm not a monster. I've been having way too much fun. Oh, my voice is doing that lower register. The lower register thing. Sounds like I'm a grown-up for once. Hello. How you doing? Oh, Lord. That was closer to Sliced Alone. There we go. Megan, absolutely no pressure for you to chip in, so don't feel bad. You are helping just by hanging out here in the chat because of the YouTube revenue thing. Because we're sending a chunk to the payment. So the quarter of a cent or whatever from you hanging out here for a few hours, every little bit helps. So thank you for your time and hanging out with your old mate DP. For those of you unaware, Megan goes by the name of May. Me in the chat, not me. Megan, you get what I'm saying. Was the first ever guest here in the Debunkatorium. One of the first and only. We haven't had many because my computers suck and I need to upgrade. We talked about that last night. Let's not go back into that. But Megan was the first one. Actually, Megan was kind of the first taste of fundraising here on the channel for not ideal reasons, but the community came together and helped out and it was a beautiful thing. So thank you to everyone who helped out Megan as well. It was a while ago. But yeah, that was very cool. Not going to go into details. No need for Megan to relive that, but we love you. And I'm glad we were able to take care. 85 has just dropped 10 fat dollary dues into the kitty. He's paid those upside down Australian bucks and done the work. Is that the same number? Yep, it hasn't updated yet. But it will. There it is. I don't trust myself to type it, which is why I'm doing the copy pasta. Not there, you idiot. Right there. And 3, 2, 1, values only. Boom. 14 grand officially raised by the Critical Stream-a-Thon, everybody. All weekend. Holy frickin' moly. Let's try that again. There we go. That is all of you being phenomenal and awesome. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Look at it. 67% of the goal. This was at like 44, 43, 44% when we kicked off. Huh? Just amazing. Just amazing. In the last hour of the stream-a-thon, I'll be chipping in some more dollary dues because I can and I want to. Just to push it over that line. You still have time if you want to help out people. Again, you don't have to, but I'm going to say the whole thing again. Hang on. Unfornicated says, wait, why didn't we use the link conference type thing instead of Discord last night? The one Megan and I tested for you. I didn't trust it. So what I did was I set one up just using like avatar images, straight images to see how it looked when I had more than one person on. And it was only displaying one person. And I couldn't figure out why. And it was literally 5 to 10 minutes before we kicked off that Avengers stream earlier today. So I was like, if I'm not 100% confident with it, it's not a thing. I was more confident with Discord, and we also have that played out. So yeah, we kind of just need to put a pin back in the guest thing, which is annoying for me. It's annoying for you. It's annoying for Steve from Wormhaven. It's annoying for Professor Phil Bell, because he and I have been talking about hanging out here and having a chat for months, and I've not been able to swing it. I've missed a set of Phil's holidays and everything. And frankly, we need Professor Phil Bell around these parts to class the place up. You can't see the floor. It's an absolute pigsty. I've got homeless people who are sleeping outside my front door. We need the help. 5 minutes before that tracks. Yeah, you know how we roll. You know how I do. You know how we do. I'm going to set something else up here because it's great and I want to watch it, but I also need to pee. We're going to live a little bit dangerously as well, kids, to celebrate the success of this event and your incredible response to it. Dougal Dog, you got a wrench, haven't you? Oh, you don't have a bloody wrench. Because you're my nemesis. Shit. This you? No. Can you whack your YouTube tag in the chat for me, Dougal Dog? Pretty please. Pretty please. The problem with using StreamYards, and Unfornicator's going to laugh when I say this, if I use StreamYards to have guests on stream, I will be ridiculed relentlessly behind the scenes by Mike from the Drunk to Bunk show, because he hates it. And he judges everybody who uses it. He doesn't advertise it, but he's a monster, and he gives us nothing but crap. So yeah, that's the story behind that. But I may go that route at some point because it is an easier solution. It's not cheap, but now that the channel's monetized again, any money that comes in, we throw back into the channel. So that's fine. Hang on. People, we've got a problem and we need to sort this out. Okay? I'm not mad. I'm not mad with you. I'm just disappointed. Okay? But we can fix it. It's not a case of irreconcilable differences. I'm not going to ban anybody just yet, but I'm on the cusp. Be aware. Let me down, but you can fix it and we can put this right. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Here we go. Yep. I want you all to go follow that link and subscribe to Dougal Dog. I'm already subscribed to Dougal Dog. You lot aren't. How do I know you're not? I hear you ask. What superpowers do I have? Because I'm looking at it, and he's only got 6 subscribers. What the hell is that about? That's not okay. Because Dougal Dog has made awesome stuff. He made the Rusty and Dave video. Quartz All Mechanical. With alternate versions, even. Jeez Louise, we're going to watch one of his videos right now. The Ballad of TFE, because I need to pee, but I got my headphones on. So I'm going to have to listen. I'm going to hit refresh. How many people we got in at the moment? I don't know. I need to go to my other window. 42 concurrent viewers. So, you know, that should go up by at least 40 odd. Get onto it. We'll check it out at the end of this song. You got about 3 minutes. Enjoy the Ballad of TFE, The Big Ass Lie, in honor of one of our first Flat Earth visitors here. I've forgotten your name, Chief. Sorry. Or have you gone? You still here? There we are. Zesta back from burnout. Who's welcome here in the Debunkatorium. Despite the derp, it's not a problem with me. Thank you, everybody, for not timing them out or doing anything silly. I appreciate that. We'll keep it civil until or unless we're given a significant reason not to. I'm going to click this button. We're going to watch the thing. I'm going to go to a different screen, and when we come back, we'll do something else. But thank you, Dougal Dog, for the idea. I love this one. Everybody, please enjoy the Ballad of TFE.
December 24, they thought flat Earth would be forevermore. Just a small blip on the screen, but they didn't even understand that the Flurfers had it all in hand and all their backgrounds would be green. As they touched down somewhere in the world, just like the moon, they had their flag unfurled. The truth was hidden well and good. NASA shields cavorted on the ice, wonky shadows moving left and right, convince us all they never could. They'll never hide this big ass lie about the sun circling in the sky. Just a film set, flat earthers cry, and you won't cover up your big ass lie. Duffy's wrong with Keegan, he got shirtless, and McTooney had to eat some humble pie. Why they went, I guess we'll never know. It didn't work, another big shit show. The angry penguins kept them out. Flat Earth science prevailed once again. It always does. When will this ever end? Can the Globers ever figure it all out? They'll never hide this big ass lie about the sun circling in the sky. Just a film set, flat earthers cry, and you won't cover up your big ass lie. Duffy's wrong with Keegan, with Masonic, and McTooney had to eat some humble pie. No, you'll never hide this big ass lie about the sun circling in the sky. Just a film set, flat earthers cry, and you won't cover up your big ass lie. Duffy's wrong with Keegan, he got sunspots, and McTooney had to eat some humble pie. Some humble pie. Some humble pie. Some humble pie. Yeah, I guess they'll have to eat some humble pie.
Dougal Dog, ladies and gentlemen. Ballad of TFE. A satirical take on the final experiment in Antarctica. Awesome, awesome stuff. Well edited. It's a glorious thing. So thank you for that, Dougal Dog, and let me play it. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm hitting refresh. I'm checking the number. You know, I am 16. All right. It's a little bit of progress, but we can do better. Dougal Dog, I think at some point in the not too distant future, I'll make you a deal. When you get your next video out, your next original something, give me a heads up. And if you can keep it as awesome as the rest of them, then we'll get you up here with CMS and Unfornicated, and we'll add you to the Hall of Underappreciated Peeps here in the Debunkatorium. If you're not subscribed to Conspiracy Music Studios, everybody, I would love for you to go and sort that out. As we know, they're on a certain list, or not on the list. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'll just put CMS because it's easier to type. CMS, you can subscribe to them, and if you're not subscribed to Unfornicated, you can go and subscribe to them, because we all want to be able to super chat on Unfornicated's channel and make him do things for our amusement as a result when he sets goals, and we can't, and we need to fix that. It would also be great if you could go and subscribe to Critical Think. The link for that's at the top of the chat. But here's another one for CT. If you can get yourself onto that action, that would be a beautiful thing. And also, friend of the Stream-a-Thon, friend of the Derp Vengers, Curious UK Debunks. We want to get their sub up as well. So just spamming links in the chat. Yeah, Joe Black has already put Steve's Creepy Van link in the chat. Calder's dropping you over Mate Talks. Thank you for Max. I don't have all the links handy, and I don't want to go digging through all of YouTube right this second. But mods, if you want to dig up the links for all of the participants in the Critical Stream-a-Thon and let people know who they are and get them into chat, that would be fantastic. If you want to do it off your own bat as well, you can go to dpdebunks.com/critical. Check out the lineup, and all of their YouTube handles are there for you. I will update that at some point this week because we'll keep them listed, and I'll change it to the clicky link that will automatically get you subscribed to their channel. But yeah, they all need more numbers, and we can do that for them. So why the hell not? Why do I do that, you ask? Because the reason my channel took off is because people were kind enough to share my crap as well, and help me out with playing it on their channel, or encouraging people to subscribe, or sharing it through community posts or everything else. I'm a big believer in paying that kind of thing forward. So yeah, this channel would definitely not be where it is without MC Toon, without Culture Cats, without FTFE. Who else am I thinking of? The Drunk Debunk Show, and Unfornicated, of course. So yeah, they were massive helps very early on, and I'm forever in their debt. I'm more in their debt now. I owe them all a favor. Let's talk about pornography. No, that's not what I meant to say. There we go. I've got a website. Did you know that? I do. It's real. I built it myself. It's crap, but it exists. It's dpdebunks.com. It's very easy to remember. All the information about the Critical Stream-a-Thon, which is almost over, is available there. I need to remove those links because you can't register or join the support team anymore. We're nearly done. Look at that. Thing of beauty. What we do want to do is have a look at the lineup, just to remind myself who's who. Now, not denigrating them, but mine is still Steve's Creepy Van. I already talked about earlier in the stream. It didn't quite align with those gentlemen, but I respect and love them both dearly. Mine is still, by the way, also a huge help with my channel. So I thank him profusely. I know him a debt of gratitude. So there's that. No idea who this douche canoe is over here. I hear he's a bit of a wanker, so we'll just ignore that for now. Do we go bottom or we'll work our way down? So FGFE, Craig McNeil. Unfornicated says you're in debt for 2 favors. You're going to have to put out for one of them. I mean, yeah, I figured that's why we're doing the road trip when I come to the States next year. Or have I got my wires crossed there? I just assumed. But you know what they say about assuming. It's pretty easy to spell. FGFE, Craig McNeil, was one of the first people to respond to the email blast that I sent out about the Critical Stream-a-Thon. He's a very busy person. He deals with a lot of stuff in the back end. But he's been doing this stuff for a long time, and he's one of the bigger creators in the space. He's not as big as Huge Ass, but who is? But him taking out time of his schedule and trying to figure it all out. We had to move his start time because he was picking up his wife from an event. I'm not telling stories out of school, I hope. Sorry, Craig, don't kill me. He's a scary man sometimes. But really appreciate FTFE taking the time out to help with the Critical Stream-a-Thon. Chatting with CT earlier today, Australian time, and pimping the fundraiser. Thank you, sir. And as I said, you have one favor in credit for me, probably about 20, actually. There's another one. Just chuck it on the pile, cash them in as you see fit. Huge Ass, the man, the myth, the legend, was another one who very early on said, yep, I mean, whatever you need, let me know. And then I ignored him because he's a dick. No, stuff happened and I fell off the radar, and that's on me. But Hugh was brilliant. Let me know what he was planning to do. It gave me a whole heap of information. Was asking questions, really responsive. So thank you, Huge Ass. Your stream earlier tonight. I missed your first one, and I apologize for that. I needed to sleep, but I caught it tonight. It was a really fun time. I've caught a couple of your streams before as well, and you know, always enjoy myself. So having you on board was awesome, and I really appreciate that. Unfornicated is a total asshole, and I'm really sick and tired of pretending that I can stand him and that I like him. It gets really old when I talk to him pretty much daily on Discord, in DMs, and we joke around and have a really good time. We've got basically the same sense of humor, which is terrifying because we're both a little bit deranged. A lot of our ideas and everything are very much in sync. And we've got a whole ESP thing happening at this point where we just finish each other's. I'm waiting for him to type sentences, but he's not going to do it because, as I said, he's an asshole. But Unfornicated took on a couple of shifts. We had to split one in half, which wasn't ideal. But again, it was just like, hey, whatever. And took it like a champ because that's what he is. He's helped out with videos. He's proofread things for me. He's checked rough edits, given me ideas on how to fix it. And of course, he helped out with the Critical Stream-a-Thon. So I'm Fornicated. Love you, brother. Thank you. Also, founding member of the Dirt Vengers, which is brilliant. Joe Black says, you pay people to help. Wait, did DP not offer to pay you? Yeah. I mean, I didn't offer to Unfornicated. Everyone else is on the payroll. For sure. And then we get down to here. MC Toon. I do not have... There we... See? I told you. It's in the chat. It'll pop up on screen. Right up there in a second. You'll see it. He said sentence. Called it. Thank you for not making a liar of me. MC freaking Toon. MC Toon is one of the reasons I fell down the flat earth debunking rabbit hole to start with, because it was all over the Veritas documentary. So I sought out his stuff and binge watched a shit ton of debates, and my brain has been broken ever since. So back in the day when I first got involved and was around this community, I wasn't DP Debunks. I was still Deadpool_2028. That channel still exists, and it's full of Football Manager content, which is a bit random. But interacting in chat and everything else, and I quickly discovered the ability to make MC Toon laugh hysterically while he's streaming, is one of my favorite things to do if and when I can accomplish it. And when I put my first video out, he was all over it, like instantly. Put out a community post, was talking it up on live stream and encouraging people to subscribe. It was pretty fast as a result. Anytime I've reached out to MC Toon to ask for some advice or for a file or some help, or promote something, I'm yet to get a no from the man. He goes out of his way to help everybody. He's very busy. He's got a life. He's got a family. Blah blah blah. But again, as I said before, I would not have this, whatever you want to call it. The channel wouldn't be where it is without MC Toon, and that story is pretty common amongst content creators. He's one who definitely does pay it forward, and yeah, incredible amount of respect, and it in a probably slightly weird way. A lot of love for that gentleman. He's great. So MC Toon, thank you, sir, for helping out this weekend and taking a shift. Let me know when we needed to move things around to suit. Wasn't a hassle at all. It was a hassle for Dan, but fuck that guy. I was happy to do it. But yes, thank you, sir. Curious UK Debunks has a life. He's had, much like me, a lot going on in recent times and not a lot of it fun. But he put his hand up to help out with streams. I've hung out in a bunch of his streams when I can. It's usually a little bit early when I'm just waking up and trying to get to work. But I get there when I can. I enjoy myself. He's a good dude. And his willingness to help out with the Critical Stream-a-Thon made a huge difference, because the time slots he was available in the UK, being the evening there, is like really early morning here. And I hate getting up that early. So it was a huge boon to have Curious UK on board. I hope you all had a good time in his streams and rocked out with that dude. Please subscribe to their channel, get into streams when you can, and support them. I want to see them grow and have the opportunity to talk to more people and learn by doing, get some more exposure and more practice in doing these things, because it makes a massive difference. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with Curious UK Debunks channel. And our names, if you haven't noticed, are pretty similar. So we're practically brothers at this point, because we've got the same pretend surname. That's how it works. I'm pretty sure it's legally binding. And then we get to Yerba Mate Talks. I often say that Max, or MXXXD, is my favorite Uruguayan, and that's saying something. Not a lot of you follow football or soccer. It's football. Just deal with it, okay? That's what it's called. That's the correct term. But there's some previous between Australia and Uruguay in footballing terms. They kept us from qualifying for a World Cup on more than one occasion. And there is a pretty strong rivalry in football terms between our nations. We did get revenge on them and qualified for the World Cup in Germany. Like 25 years ago. We beat Uruguay to get there in a penalty shootout. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was. And then we did pretty well with the World Cup. We did right. It wasn't brilliant. Anyway, despite all of that bad blood, I love Max to death. And what he did on the channel formerly known as Matters Now, we've talked about this at length, but when Max was running the channel, along with Issa, who is quite often on there, and Dr. J and all the other regular guests over there, I always looked at it as the malt shop, the old-timey malt shop, or the hangout where everybody went after school just to chill. You go home, you drop your bag off, you grab some snacks, and then you piss off and hang out with your friends. Then you find somewhere and you all just chill and joke around and talk about life, love, and understanding. That's what the channel formerly known as Matters Now was like. And he got put through the ringer, had the rug pulled out from under him, and it sucked. But Yerba Mate Talks is like the flaming phoenix rising from the ashes of something that was sullied and sundered by a complete tool bag. Max has helped me out no end. He was totally cool with me using footage from his debate with King Nico in a video. And we had a lot of contact ever since, back and forth. He's let me come up and ruin after shows and panels on his stream and have a chat and share stupid ideas and hot takes, which nobody cares about. But Max is fantastic. And like Curious UK Debunks, Max helping out yesterday and today made a massive difference for me and the other creators to have a breather. That the times he was streaming to give you an idea, because we can do that. Look at that. I found another use for the spreadsheet. Excuse me. So first of all, Max's first stint started at 4 a.m. for him in Montevideo. So he got up at 4 a.m. For 3 and a bit hours to stream, and then backed up again at 5 o'clock in the afternoon to do a couple of hours, and then came back again at 1:30 in the morning and streamed through until about 5. It was looking really rough. He was tired. He had a headache. He was put through the ringer, but he did it anyway. Max, I love you to death. You're one of my favorite people in this community. You are definitely a huge part of this community. We all love and value you, and thank you for your efforts this weekend. The Copium Emporium is another fellow Aussie. He is the designer of the Zoo Crew logo, which you can see up in the top right of the screen, selected by the Zoo Crew themselves, who are the supporters of the Drunk to Bug Show, Unfornicated, and myself, the Dirt Vengers. That was the winning entry to the Zoo Crew logo derp-off. And yeah, we sent some merch out, which is very cool, which he received for his efforts. He did an hour of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. He doesn't often stream, hasn't made a lot of content, but there's stuff there. Please go subscribe to Copium Emporium and help him out. Thank you, sir. We've had a lot of chats in the back end, very active on the Discord, and yeah, helps make our little community and corner of the internet what it is, which frankly is being awesome, and he deserves some just rewards for that. So thank you, Copium Emporium. He's in bed now, where I wish I was, bastard. But he's put in the hard yards. He's been in a bunch of streams, and thank you, sir, for taking the time to help us out. And then there's this ass clown, the Drunk to Bug Show. There are no more announcements coming soon. That's a lie. That's untrue. The Drunk to Bug Show. Mike. If you're not subscribed to my, I have chats with lots of back ends, Unfornicated, but you know what? That is my business and none of yours. That's my private time. Deal with it. The Drunk to Bug Show. I stumbled upon by accident. Total accident. Didn't know him from a bar of soap. Jumped into a stream and had an absolute freaking ball while I was in there, as all of us so often do. And from that moment on, I was hooked. It was a big fan of my stuff. That goes a long way in my book. If you want my attention, just, you know, this machine runs on props. I'm a very fickle man, and I'm easily amused. So, yeah, we got on like a house of fire. I jumped onto his stream for a chat after the Steve from England situation, and thus begun a romance for the ages, or a bromance, I should say. We're on opposite sides of the world. It's really hard to coordinate for catching up and having chats and everything else, but every single week I look forward to his Friday night ghosty streams with Andy's Game Room over on Twitch. It is the one of the highlights of my week is hanging out in that stream. That says more about me than anybody else, that I don't really have a life. But it's awesome, and a lot of this community that I enjoy and that Unfornicated gets to enjoy, a lot of it is the house that Mike built. And yeah, he's awesome. I love Mike. Thank you so much for taking the time this weekend to help out. Not only streaming and adjusting start times and everything else, which helps you out, but also the Dirt Vengeance stream. Despite the tech issues, it was fun as hell. We went overtime and crossed over with Max a little bit, but that happens when us three get chatting because we get on really well. I cannot wait to make the Caravan of Chaos road trip, or COC, happen next year, as long as we can. And if we can't find a decent charity to do it for, that might be what we're raising funds for with the next Stream-a-Thon. Not to get me over to the United States, but to bail me out when I'm there. We're all going to jail. Yeah. So that is pretty much all the thank yous for participants. Also, to all your like families, housemates, children, pets, whatever it might be. I want to thank them as well for, you know, facilitating that and letting you have the time. It is a big ask. It's not easy. We all have obligations and everything else. It was Father's Day today here in Australia, and people were still taking time out. So, yeah, to you and your families, thank you for helping out Critical Think and the Critical Stream-a-Thon and making this the roaring success that it has been. Critical Think is fading fast and getting sleepy. So if you're not here for the end of it, that is absolutely fine. I will be. And there'll be community posts and stuff going up tomorrow with final tallies and stuff. So don't feel obligated. But if you do want to hang around, that's cool too. I'm not the boss of you. Fill your boots. The other person I need to thank, and I'm saving the monster for last, Dave fucking McKeegan. Did I already talk about Dave? No, I did. Well, I have, but we'll tell the story. So Dave early on in the piece reached out and said, hey, I would love to be a part of it, but I don't know if I can help out with the Stream-a-Thon because he was getting married. He was planning a honeymoon in September. He was trying to get videos made to, you know, fill in the time that he wasn't going to be around to make them. Had school holidays and kids going back to school. That's full on. Rusty, obviously, is a bit of a diva now that he's the internet megastar. Just fulfilling all his demands and his rider and everything else and photo shoots. That takes a lot of time. Why is he using a different photographer? McKeegan is a photographer. I don't get it. Anyway, and then randomly last night in the stream, while everything was exploding, Dave said, hey, turns out I might be free between like 5 and 7 my time. I've got a window potentially. I might be able to jump on and stream. I'm not going to say no to having Dave McKeegan help out with the event. So we jumped in, we're tweaking the schedule while I'm streaming and the computer's exploding and everything going wrong. Audio issues out the wazoo. But it worked. Dave jumped on, did a 2-hour stream and managed to raise over $1,000 for Critical Think in one foul swoop. So that is awesome. Dave also is coming out this way to Australia. He'll be in Sydney at the end of this month. I'm going to Queensland either early or late October, but I'm probably going to take a trip to Sydney for 1 or 2 days to see if I can catch up with Dave and have a beer and a yarn. Why the hell not? That would be super cool. I know I call him a monster all the time. That's just because we were robbed for top left 2025. We all know it should have been King Nico. Shenanigans ensued. One day I'll leave it in the past, but today is not that day. But all of that aside, McKeegan's awesome. So again, sincere thanks to you, Mrs. McKeegan, and all the tiny McKeegans, and to Rusty. Rusty was a part of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. I mean, come on. What more do you people want? What do you want from me? I give and I give and I... Anyway, it's not about me. And it's really not about me. It is about Critical Think. We have 45 minutes until midnight when technically the Critical Stream-a-Thon ends. A 48-hour global community event to help out one of our own. Critical Think has been around this community for years. Longer than I've even known it existed, in fact. And he's put in the hard work, created some great content. He's got a catalog of evidence and debunks of flat Earth, let's call it theory. Is that too generous? Claims, nonsense. He's put in the work, and of course, out of his own pocket, went to Antarctica to show us all how to measure stuff. And as we saw with Huge Ass a couple of hours ago, flat earthers don't get it at all or understand it. But then that's not overly surprising. But we've all come together this weekend to help Critical Think out, and the response has been phenomenal. And to that end, we need to update the total, I believe. Yes, we do. Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll sound effect. Everyone, just quickly take a deep breath. Imagine a drum roll. You know what a drum roll sounds like? Not edible. It's a drum. The roll. You've got that in your head? Cool. $14,060 has been raised during this event. There it is. What more do you want? Joe, was it Joe Black? Who said it? Canadian Space Advocate says, well, Toon won with such a large amount thanks to McKeegan. Yeah, but first of all, McKeegan brought his adorable daughter onto the nomination stream and split the pool irrevocably by nominating MC Toon. Who is going to disappoint Dave McKeegan's daughter by not voting for their nominee? Hey, nobody. It's ridiculous. So hence the monster claim. And then our nominee, the rightful winner of Top Left 2025, the man who stuck it to Eric Dubé and led to me completely missing the joke until 3 YouTube videos later, King Nico, the Juice Box King, he posted the Top Left voting video on his own channel. The pretend rule, or the pretend award to acknowledge the most ridiculous of the ridiculous, the most Dunning-Kruger of everybody on the planet. Every year, he did the most top left thing, which is, hey, I want to win it, and I'm going to promote this voting video on my own channel. Got a bunch of views on it as well. Unfortunately, because he was pimping his own stuff, all of those votes got removed. So if he hadn't have done that, he would have finished higher up the table. He could have topped Witsit and really been a contender. Alas, it was not to be, and that is entirely Dave McKeegan's fault. So thanks for that, Dave. I'm not bitter. No, a little bit. We'll get him next year. We'll get. I love an underdog story. I'm Australian. It's what we do. Anyway, $14,060, kids. You've knocked it out of the park. And, yeah, phenomenal. We got a little bit of time to go. I'm not going to do it now. We'll do it in the last half hour. I'm going to put my cash in. We're going to sit on it for now. Unfortunately, says you should have got more points for Nico promoting his own nomination. Yeah, but I don't make the rules. Craig and Toon make them up as they go. And I do think it's pretty funny that it's like him promoting it, which is hilarious, like robbed him of third or potentially second place in the voting. I mean, no one was going to beat Ratzoid. Even Ratzoid tried to nuke his own chances with the horrible, gross stuff he said about Lisbeth. But it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough to pull it out of the fire. What are you going to do? Sometimes I sit here while I'm streaming and look at how long I've been going for and then think, how have I been going for this long? Because I have no idea what I've been talking about. Anyway, just a random thought. Thought I'd share it with you. I'm nearly out of drink. I'm going to celebrate by having an alcoholic ginger beer shortly. Remember, there were no rules. Top left team. Yeah. Matthew Hakeem is also a great contender for next year. Nah, he's just gross and horrible. He needs to cut his hair and he needs to stop talking on the internet. Maybe he should get a job. Do that. That'd be great. I'll tell you who's a good shout if he keeps up his recent form. Vlad. Vlad's a pretty good shout, but I think that nomination is going to come from Mike and the Drunk to Bunk show. Yeah, Vlad's making his way to top 5. Or, Mikey Smith, always bridesmaid, never the bride. I did miss a super chat. Sorry, Tad. 2 additional freedom dollars I have to donate, and I will do so. Valgano Truth, Tad. Yes, apologies. I did see it pop up. I hearted it, meaning to read it, and then I just did something else entirely. Sorry. But we've done it now. So, get off my nuts. Arax, Oakley's NTSB rant may have him taking it automatically. Nah. Oakley's just bad news. Not worth a nomination. If CC could make a comeback. That tree video is some next level content. Like it's a masterpiece. That dead tree is going places, and I am going to make a video about tree. The tree from CC's video, and just to prove I'm not full of crap, you think it's just an inanimate object that appeared in a C video. You'd be wrong. That tree has supported Critical Think. Come on, load, you bastard. If we scroll down, we get down to here. This all happened last night. We're going to go a bit further. Where are we? So many donations. There we go. The tree from the CC video. A $15 donation to Critical Think. Right there. And then Joe Tree C, who is in the chat. It's Joe Black. Playing silly buggers. But we count it as a donation from the tree for $50. That is $65 donated from a tree. And Tad from New York, Westchester County, and CC himself, not that one, $30. You guys are awesome. We'll read them out again towards the end. Well done, tree. Well done indeed. Let's hit refresh. Anybody else chipped in? Not yet. And that is fine. I have done a whole lot of talking. DW might get a nomination for his debate performances. Who's DW? Who's that? Or have I missed? Oh, Dick Wayne. Oh, it took me a second. See, would I want to take on making the Dick Wayne nomination video? That's the question. Because just quietly, I think I could make one that's pretty fucking epic. We could just scroll through the Discord thread. You've all heard of Dick Wayne. You know exactly who we're talking about. Let's just go to my channel and we'll share this with the people because it's important. You all need to know this exists. It's a thing of beauty. Can I zoom in? Is that going to make a difference? Yeah, there we go. That makes it easier to read. There's a lot in this thread. Keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up. You all know where I'm going. Yeah, it's not Dave Weiss. It is the one and only Dick Wayne. Dick Wayne is a troll who frequents MC Toon's chat. He started to branch out and hassle FTFE. He's shown up at the Drunk to Bunk show. Smo Bent Spoon for 10 New Zealand sheep dollars says one more dono from New Zealand PC Rescue. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the generosity of a neighbour. That's the content creator equivalent between Australia and New Zealand of borrowing a cup of sugar is what's happened there. Thank you kindly. Smo Bent Spoon. Dick Wayne is a joke of a troll. He is he's just rubbish and super annoying. And any chance I get to block him on other streams because I'm modded on Teen's channel and modded on FTFE. I'm not modded on Jaren's channel, so when he pops up in there, I can block him, and that's usually where I'm able to nail it down. But he bugs me so much that we started this thread. It's called Dick Wayne's a Dick Main. You can join in the fun by joining the Discord. Link for that is on the About page on YouTube. There are some rules that need to be followed or you will get in trouble. Oh, before we get into that, Critical Think is going to sleep. Critical Think, thank you for all the work you've done for this community. Thank you for all the content you've made. Thank you for being a crazy person and putting yourself out to go to Antarctica. The final experiment, that whole week, the lead up, the aftermath, has been incredible to watch. And the footage from Antarctica is some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen. And that you weren't and were a part of it, conducted an experiment and did the work. All of us are phenomenally grateful for. I'm very happy you gave me the green light to run this event this weekend. I'm really happy everyone came out to help you. Over $14,000 raised is a testament to you and the respect and the love that this community has for everything you've done. Not just you, but the Wolfpack as well that you're a part of. So yeah, you've earned a sleep, sir. Thank you for helping out this weekend and making appearances and doing all the things. I'm sure that helped as well. Everybody loves you. Have a good sleep. And I hope what we've done this weekend helps you out and eases some of that pressure for you. It's a pleasure to do it. I'm so happy it worked and wasn't a complete clusterfuck. But go and get some sleep, sir. And I'm sure we'll talk at some point over the next couple of weeks. Best part is I don't even have to send you the mail. You can go straight to you, which is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Critical Think. Packing it in for the night. There's the applause button. Only a couple of minutes after I hit it. Thank you, Critical Think. Right, there's rules to the Dick Wayne thread. It's called Dick Wayne is a Dick Main. This is the start of the Dick Wayne's a Dick Main channel. This channel exists solely to call Dick Wayne, the regular and MC Tunes live chat, a disingenuous, dishonest, chicken shit douchebag loser with no balls. Okay, that's why the thread's there. Note, all posts, all of them, must include the phrase Dick Wayne is a disingenuous, dishonest, chicken shit douchebag loser with no balls in bold and italics as per the pinned post. Non-negotiable. And you can see here CK misunderstood the assignment immediately, and that remains there forever unmodified, because it just tickles me no end that was botched. I love CK so much that if we weren't living in different countries, CK, you'd be in trouble. That's all. I'd be in trouble. CK is way too much woman for me. Anyway, Big Fish nailed it. Dick Wayne is a disingenuous, dishonest, chicken shit douchebag loser with no balls. You can say whatever you want in the posts. Anything goes. The only rule is it has to include this somewhere in the post. There's my example. To confirm it, you can post whatever you like in here about Dick Wayne or anything else. But you have to include the phrase Dick Wayne is a disingenuous, dishonest, chicken shit douchebag loser with no balls. It has to be in bold and italics, be anywhere in your post, but has to be included. And then this one has been pinned because Icy's bin is a ball bag. We have the best community ever. Big Fish is promoting it. Dick Wayne just made it into the Hall of Shame. That's what this section of the Discord is. Another swing and a miss. And yeah, early on, there's a lot of me saying, hey, fix it. The rules are pretty simple. But eventually, everybody got it. And the posts are there. So get in on that and enjoy. I've invited Dick Wayne several times to come onto the Discord and get in on the action and have a laugh with all of us. He's never taken us up on the offer. There's Meat Permits Tad right there, getting in on it. And in the spirit of it, he said Dick Wayne is a disingenuous, dishonest, chicken shit douchebag loser with no balls, and that DP is see you next Tuesday. I'll see you next Tuesday. Probably, if I stream. If not, we won't, and that's fine. I don't understand. Also, valid. Fine. Call to us. What kind of ball bag? Footballs, basketballs, baseballs, rugby balls. Yeah. Is my answer? Yes. Yes, it is. Evan says, I like him. There's a comment from me when I didn't know who he was. Have to delete it. Cool, cool, cool. Not a problem. Anyway, that is on the Discord for everybody. Enjoy. And if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine too. Because that's how we roll. Everybody do your thing. It is fine. I'm going to play a song because Emma's in the chat hanging out supporting Critical Think. This song came from Emma and it's one of my favorites because penguins are delicious. And yeah, this is Penguin Sandwich. I gotta pee.
Good day, I'm DP from down in the south. Got a habit that just slips out of my mouth. Not talking about swearing or a Vegemite binge. It's much colder and the waddle's on a hinge. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing up beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try to bobby, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef were tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Try to barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try the greenies are screaming. The scientists frown, saying DP's behavior is bringing them down. But I tells them straight, with a wink and a grin, penguin sandwich is the best. Where do I begin? I've tried them grilled, I've tried them fried. Penguin smoothies, you bet I've tried. With a little bit of chili to sharpen the taste, then slap it on a sandwich, that's the best. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. So next time you're visiting, come on down, mate. We'll have a penguin sandwich right off the plate. Just don't tell their families or the eco-polices, cause DP's penguin feast never ceases. Yeah, never ceases. Hey, you think I'll eat that one? I wanna spank it.
One more time. I'm kidding. We'll play something else, but I got to do a thing. Here you go. Let's hang shit on Dearth.
Yeah. Let's rock a fourth call every month. It's scary. He's a black dope. There's a man selling lies and his name is Dirt. He's a liar and a scammer, he's just the worst. Spewing conspiracy, says Earth is flat, while his Apple leaks your data. What's up with that? Dirt money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a scythe. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to feed money on a bed of lies. Jury called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, zero fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics, hey, he's the brakes. Don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me water and that. He says, trust me, bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords, damn, what a fine. He ain't sharing secrets, all his dirt is lame. A con man, douchebag, just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth
Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, data is already leaked. Get a refund, delete that shit. What the fuck, dude? Pull it. Don't download Earth's app, don't believe a word he says. Earth is a scammer. Love Dave is a grifter. He's lying to you, screw this guy. Hope we get soon into oblivion. It sucks. Fuck you, Darren, and fuck your app. Data looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole.
Back in time, but I've made it back in time, sort of. I just missed it. Damn it. But we're here. Hello. I'm here. Are you here? We're all here. And it's all glorious. We have got 40 odd folks hanging out at the moment. Thank you very much. If you want to drop a like on the stream, that would be gorgeous. You don't have to, but it's easy. You just click a button. Just do it, please. I never ask for likes. I always forget to do it. All the stuff from YubTubs is like, hey, ask for likes and subscriptions and promote your memberships and stuff like that. And I just forget and don't. And then something like this happens from Divids gifting memberships to the community with their hard-earned money. And then I remember that thing exists. You can become a debunker on the channel. We've got hundreds of membership levels. As long as you only want the one, the price is set to the absolute minimum because I don't really want your money. But CT does. So thank you, Divids, putting your hand in your pocket and shouting around for your fellow Zoo Crew members, honorary and otherwise. And he has hit the big time with these gifties. Lucifer. Sorry, we're going to start again because we do this in this channel, or we attempt to, in one breath. I've been coughing like a madman for the last 24 hours, so I don't know how this is going to go. But luckily, I've got alcoholic ginger beer at the ready, and that is going to go into my Critical Stream-a-Thon can holder. There it is. Look at that. Fits snugly. That is holding a can, as advertised. You heard it here first. Divids has gifted 20 debunkerships to Lucifer, Two-Tone Walt, Megan, Human Bean, Lord Illuminous Pooh, Katie Markley, Dave McKeegan, Mike Hatch, Golden Skeptic, that was a breath, I can't do it, Illusion, Rodrigo, Sampiao, Matt Kaufman, Mark Swaby, and William Foley. Also, I'm running out of breath, and I scrolled. I've completely botched that. Completely botched it. William Foley... Aramo, the great Shamalama Ding Dong, Josh, Joe Heron, Still City JW, who needs a wrench. What's going on there? Jay Gill has received a gift membership as well. And the G. There you go. Who else needs a wrench? Let's go through this list. Let's see. Mag has already got one. Lord Illuminous Pooh absolutely needs a wrench. So we'll sort that out right quick and in a hurry. Katie Markley, who we don't deserve, make some of the funniest meme-based short-form content on the internet. Love her to death. Who else have we got? Is here all the time. Sarah Jones, after your effort this weekend, you're getting a wrench. Thank you for all of your support this weekend. And the great Shamalama Ding Dong has one of my favorite names. It makes me smile every time you pop up to say a wrench for you. How do we give out wrenches? It's completely arbitrary, much like what's his face's list from earlier. But if you hang around for a while and I notice you, you'll get one. Gordon's Reiber, you got a great name. I'm mispronouncing it, but You can have a wrench. Here we go. Boom. See? Just made it up. Volcano Truth or Tad. Yeah, exactly. I won't wrench you because I know you ban me. Oh, we're going to crack this drink. I've got one lozenge left. We are 20 minutes away from the official finish line. You are welcome, Quadentreiber. Don't abuse it or I'll take it away. But as you've seen, we've got a fantastic bunch of people around these parts. And we don't have any drama here, really. That was one of the first flat earthers ever who's visited the channel. And I think we all did quite well. Cheers, everybody. A toast to Critical Think. A toast to you, the anti-science denial, flat earth, and conspiracy theory debunking community. I salute you. All of your donations, all of your viewing time, all of your support over the last 48 hours and beyond and prior. It's been phenomenal. So cheers to you. Cheers to Critical Think. And cheers to science. Hail Sagan. There we go. Oh, it's been a while since I've had one of those, and it is delicious. Ugh. Too bad it's not going to be any longer. We could raid Creaky Blinder at 11 a.m. my time. Hang on. Fucking tempt me. Whereabouts are you, Calder? In the States. I've never asked you before. That's on me. That's shit. It's 8:11 a.m. and I'm not drinking. You don't have to drink. There's no pressure. You're in Denver. I feel like I should know that. 11 a.m. I can't stay up that late. I've got to work tomorrow. Otherwise, we totally would. We could redirect there and wait. Should we do that? You can all hang out for an hour and wait for Creaky? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Creaky Blinder, by the way, doesn't know me from a bar of soap. So if he does notice this happens, he'll be baffled. And I find that hilarious. That's assuming we can. There's your stream coming up. Boom. 8th of September at 2:30 in the morning. Save that. So when we're done here, if you want something else to watch, it won't be immediate, but Creaky Blinder's streaming a little while after I wrap up. I'm going to send you all over there and you can just spam his chat. Tell him all about the Critical Stream-a-Thon and how epic it was. Tell him that despite some audio issues, Curious UK Debunks knocked it out of the park and was awesome. Ugh, excuse me. You can tell him that Dave McKeegan is a monster. Drunk Bug Show is here. Fantastic. I've hit the applause button. Just sit tight. Let it happen. Just let it happen. Take a deep breath. And just wait a second. No. You son of a bitch. Try it again. No. Soon as I click the thing. Yeah. Yeah. You dirty little... There you go. I know, sir. Volcano Truth of Tad says, DP, Creaky knows that Dave exists, so you exist by proximity. I'm not sure that's how it works. But I do enjoy Creaky stuff. I find him funny. Not funny looking. Just like his stuff. There it is. Check this out. Mike. This is how we do it, sir. $40,219 raised in total. But over the course of La Critical Stream-a-Thon is how you say it in French. Don't quote me on that. $14,060 raised for Critical Think. You all heard the applause button work a second ago. I've just hit it and it's done nothing. Watch. I'll click the thing. Go up here. Go to applause. And now I'll hit the button again. And we're fine. Yeah, we're going to have that call. Mike, where we sort out the audio issues. This is because of the shortcuts I've got set up on the Stream Deck to run the applause button. That's why I've got, apparently, random zeros everywhere all over this spreadsheet. Again, people, don't let Ruhif see this. He'll judge me harshly. I am good at this sort of stuff. What I do all day. These are just really bad examples of my work. Okay? I half-assed it. When I get paid stupid money to do stuff, then I care. That is phenomenal. And I need to chip in because other people have thrown money at it. But yeah, it is phenomenal. It is awesome. And you people, you're one of the good ones. Yeah, I said it. What are you going to do about it? I don't know if I've gone to the right window here to do this. Bear with me, folks. I'm just working on a little something. We'll go over here. Click on the thing. Go here. Boom. Make the link work. I'm not signed in. I want to sign in. I'm making a donation to the GoFundMe is what's happening. I've just got to sign in because it's already got all my deets because I've done it before. That's very bright. Success! You're in. Huzzah! Things are working. So what we'll do is, because it'll be bigger, you can see my name on screen and get confirmation that this is happening. We'll go back to this page. We'll go donate now. And we'll lead by example. 13 minutes until the end of the Critical Stream-a-Thon. Well, the official end. No one's going anywhere. Nobody's going to die. But we'll wrap up at some point. We've got that. I'm not doing the thing. I'm signed in properly. I'm not going to dox myself. That all looks good. Okay, donate now. Tad says, making it more complicated for DP is my passion. If your DP is complicated, you're doing it wrong. It's a simple proposition. The logistics can be complicated, I'll grant you that. But in general, everybody knows what's involved. Things got a little blue for a second there. Right, that's done. I didn't see the notification pop up. I wanted to see it and I've missed it. That makes me sad. Boom. There we go. $40,319. So we just changed this to a 3. Boom. $14,160 in total raised. I've hit the applause button. It's not working. Yeah, I'll applaud myself. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's what. Absolutely nothing. And deal with it. Gonna work now? Nope. That's what I get for being self-aggrandizing and facetious. We've all learned a lesson. You saw it, I'm just blind? Fair enough. Gordon Reiber says 1 more hour or less. We will find out. I do have to work tomorrow, so the scheduled finish time is 1:30 a.m. I'm probably wrapping up before then, but I don't know when. Mike, you missed it. I was waxing philosophical about all the participants, like yourself and Unfornicated, MC Toon, Dave McKeegan, Curious UK, Debunks, Copium Emporium, Max from Yerba Mate Talks, FTFE, Craig McNeil, the creators who weren't able to contribute because all my stuff sucks, Steve from Wormhaven and Raynard Wilson. So yeah, I'm not going to repeat any of it. You'll just have to go back and watch it. But I did call Dan an asshole. So that I'll give you as a spoiler. That one's free. It's all right, Dr. Nimrod. I don't know you're not here. It's fine. Where is the link for the Discord? That's a very good question. I feel like that's something I should know. But I don't. I think it's here. You go to the About page. This is my YouTube page. It says DP Debunks on it. That's how you know. You click on this bit for more, and you get the description that I need to update because I'm bored with it. And down here is a link to DP's Debunkatorium. Click on that. It'll take you to Discord, do the sign in thing, and you're off to the races. You can get in there. Dr. Nimrod says, I'll make me a spanner if you aren't going to. Well, he would say that if he was here, but he's not. I can't give a spanner or a wrench to someone who's not here. So, Big Fish says, thanks for all your efforts and all the other contributors. You've all been freaking awesome. Well, thank you kindly, sir. I appreciate the thoughts. Fornicated says, I was thanking everyone except us, Drunk Debunk Show. We didn't, he didn't wax us. He mentioned how we were held hostage. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I didn't mention Huge Ass. Oh my God. Sorry, Hugh. Huge Ass as well. Helped out. He was on it right before me and I had a ball. He's the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's the biggest YouTuber in the universe. He's just the biggest and the best. Thank you, Huge Ass, for all your help and support. Once again, can't say it enough. I'm never going to stop thanking these people for making this happen. In my defense, I am running on not a lot of sleep. And now, on top of that, I'm sick and I'm drinking alcohol. So there it is. Apologies, Hugh. I didn't mean to miss out. Mike says, I have a lot to watch this week. Yes, you do. There's a playlist. We've got a playlist. I can show you that. Kill some time. If you go to playlist, Critical Stream-a-Thon playlist, and I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Go back. Is that just going to kill it? What's going on? I don't want to watch myself. Gross. View full playlist. All. There we go. Critical Stream-a-Thon 2025. All of the streams are there. You might recognize people such as Huge Ass, Copium Emporium, Curious UK Debunks, Unfornicated, MC Toon, Yerba Mate Talks, some clown named Dave McKeegan. He's a new creator. He's an up-and-comer. I'm not sure about him yet, but we'll see what happens. Craig McNeil, FTFE, the Drunk Chunk Debunk Show or something. This idiot again, Huge Ass, and then this douche canoe. All did stuff. So I've made it easy for you. You just put it on in the background and ignore us all. I didn't watch. Noticed which ones DP didn't watch. Well, I was in that one. I was asleep. That one restarted. So I was there for all of that. And I was asleep for Hugh. So, yeah. Apologies, Hugh. I'm apologizing to Hugh a lot. As I should. Shame on me. Bad DP. Bad. I'm sure it's fine. Sure it's fine. How are we looking? 3:19. So, 7 minutes. 7 minutes to run. Proby says, I'm about to absorb the beneficial chemicals boiling out of a certain weed. My already mush brain may cease to function in any useful way, so it may have to bow out. I wanted to make it to the end, but you're so close, Proby. Just take a big fat hit, sit back, and chillaxify. You have earned it. Thank you for hanging out with us all week, and Calder as well. Lots of words there, Proby. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Right. Let's do this. I'm not going to read all the amounts, but we're going to go back to where it all began 48 hours ago. Oh, we got a long way to go. One day. Keep cruising. Keep cruising. Keep cruising. There's Jack. There we go. So that is my test donation before the event started. We're going to read all these people's names because they're heroes and they deserve to be shouted out for helping Critical think. Not this dickhead. Walter Bislin for sure. An 85. That's from a month ago. But A.A. Kearney, Anonymous, the hacker group, made a big difference this weekend. Thank you to you. Jack Fetter has been a hero. Rema Suvanto, Calder Vassold, he's here in the chat. If you've done it multiple times, I'm going to read your name out multiple times. This is the Hall of Awesome. We're all Golga Frenchins, Monkey in the Works, This Idiot, Rachbot, Charles Arnold, Jaron Campanella, Conspiracy Music Studios, Sarah Jones, Bob Torini, Stephen Meyer, Fits of Rage, Frodo Nash, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, again, Huge Ass, Jim Daniels has been a hero this weekend as well. Thank you, Jim Daniels. You'll get read out multiple times. Barbara Groff, Tim Woodcock, Anonymous, the Hacker Group were all over it. Takos Janos, or Janos Takos, however you want to say it. Janos, you'd let me know. Joe Black, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, back in again. Unfornicated, Jim Daniels, the Hacker Group Anonymous. IC Spin, Absolute Hero. Sarah Jones, Devin Hibbs, Anonymous, the Hacker Group. Nick N, Robert Hoyle, Jim Daniels, Ben Cadell, Unfornicated. Roger Ledwell, and we're pretty sure that Roger Ledwell, Devin Hibbs, the TT guy, Alex Strand, Jim Daniels, Old Mate M, Callum Robertson, Luke Firewalker, Peter Feineman, Wicked Pisser, or as Critical Think said, Wicked Pisser. Still makes me laugh. Elizabeth Schneider, Algorithm, Anthony Cellini, 85, Greg Powell, Clement Lynn, James Michael Green, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, they got money to burn. 85, in again. Unfornicated, in again. 85, in again. Maximiliano Villa, or Via, Douglas Jenkins, or Jenkins. Anonymous, the Hacker Group, Stephen Shaw, 85. CC, we all know it's bullshit. Tad from New York, Westchester County, Ron Gibb, The Tree from the CC video, Joe Tree C, This Idiot, Stephen Meyer, Martin Hunziker, Robbie Newman, Ian Reagan, Michael Green, Anonymous the Hacker Group, Dave Breen, Roger Hawkins, David George, Justin Otis, Gustavo Lovato, Jeffrey Skulls, Russ Glennon, Michael Harrison, Jason Chastain, Fred Button, Mike Gurney, 85, in again, Norman Bland, Richard Stubitz, Brian Parnham, Richard Montano, Monkey in the Works, Michael Halsell, Wicked Pisser, It's a Rubik's, A.A. Kearney, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, Daniel Hawk, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, Lloyd Lewis, Anonymous, the Hacker Group, Jim Daniels, look at that, Jonathan Duff, Mobile Laptop, Michael Quatis, also known as Mike from the Drunk to Bunk Show, John Kirkland, 85, Monkey in the Works, Keith is a horrifying sexist, true, Anonymous, Copium Emporium, Monkey in the Works, Anonymous, Stephen Meyer, Paul Wilson, Joe Black, 85, David S, and this dickhead. All of you, except for that dickhead who I just mentioned, absolute legends. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your money and giving it to a very, very worthy cause in the shape of Critical Think. Our hero, the man of the hour. None of this is possible without the generosity and kindness of all of you who've contributed. If you've just been sitting here or in any of the streams, you've helped get eyes on this event. You've helped bring awareness to it, and you've helped make it the success that it is. So thank you to everybody who has taken part. Thank you to all the creators for donating your time, and your families for letting you. Love you all. And thank you to the Zoo crew, new and old. Thank you to Tori Hando, who's now been a member for 5 months. You can't spell Debunkatorium without Tori. And in a few seconds, the clock here in the merry old land of Oz is going to tick over to midnight. And that is going to bring officially, more or less, the Critical Stream-a-Thon to a close. We fucking made it. 48 hours with absolutely no technical issues, video issues, or audio issues, or internet issues, or computer issues at all. And by none at all, I mean constant. Absolutely constant. Done. Yeah, I don't know what we do now. We just make fun of Marky Smith for a while, or anybody want to make out? I'm gonna have a sip of drink because I'm exhausted. Which one of you bastards did this? Nobody. I was hoping someone would drop like 20 grand right at the death. Didn't happen. If you want to do it now, that's fine. Now, what's important to remember is this. As a community, you've all come together and raised a ridiculous amount of money in 48 hours. $14,160 for Critical Think. Like, that is mind-bending. As a reminder, we started at $26,159 at the start of this event. So you've added over 14 grand to the total. Calder says, I was hoping Will would make a surprise donation of the rest. I think Will's put his hand in his pocket for TFE quite enough. Just quietly. Don't get me wrong, it would have been a cool thing, but Will's got his own stuff going on and he's walked away. It's fine. Zero judgment from me in that area. Anyway, all of that, besides what I threw in, is all of you. And bear in mind, that includes Tad, that includes your contribution, and Proby, that includes your $40 as well. I have remembered, and I wanted to call it out because you wanted to support, and you absolutely have. So thank you. Thank you for that. What an effort. What a response. What a community. And more importantly, what fuck was I talking about? I remember. The Critical Stream-a-Thon has come to a close. It's after midnight. We've been going for 48 hours. That's it. We're done. That was the plan. But Critical Think's fundraiser is not done. The GoFundMe is still there, and there's still now just under $20,000 to go, which is a pretty great effort. We were just over $20,000 in total, and now there's only $20,000 to go. It's a lot of money. I totally get that. I don't have a spare 20 grand laying around. And if I did, I'd probably spend it on some guitars or a car or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's not going anywhere until it's done. And it's not going anywhere here in the Debunkatorium until it's done. So everything you see floating around, we will retire the Critical Stream-a-Thon logo because we're done. Unless I forget to switch it off and replace it with something, which, you know, it's me. That's highly likely. But yeah, we'll still have stuff floating around here in the channel, pin posts and everything else, encouraging people to go and support Critical Think's GoFundMe. So what I would like to ask of all of you is that at random times, if you need a little bit of a pick-me-up and need to restore your faith in humanity, just want to do nice, something nice for another person, the option to donate to Critical Think's GoFundMe remains available for all of you. You can do it tonight or anytime you're watching this stream. If you're watching replays or anything else, it all remains valid. That QR code isn't linked to the Critical Stream-a-Thon. It is linked to Critical Think's GoFundMe. So you can scan that at any point if you're watching this on a TV or screen or device with another device, and it'll take you straight through to the GoFundMe, and you can make a donation. You can also grab the link from the description of at least all of my streams through this event, which are on the playlist, and you can just share that link around with everybody and let them know it's there. Get it on Facebook, get it on the Instagram, get it on your MySpace or your GeoCities page, drop it into the ICQ chat or whatever it's called. I don't know what your kids do these days. But yeah, spread the word, let people know it's there, and give them the option. And also you can go to Critical Think's channel, subscribe to that channel, and watch all of his content. Help him get that sweet YouTube cash. And don't forget, just by hanging out here in the Debunkatorium, watching the streams, watching my videos, dropping super chats or whatever else, 10% of all of the YouTube revenue from this channel will continue going to Critical Think until that goal is reached. We are getting him to 60 grand, come hell or high water. It's going to happen, unless he turns it off or something, and then we won't have the option, but that's fine. Also, again, everything in dpdebunks.shop, which is our online store. Here it all is. All the Critical Stream-a-Thon merch. The Critical Stream-a-Thon merch is going to be available for another week. Okay, so if you want any of that, a mug, one of these awesome can holders, came out great. You can grab a glass, you can grab a hoodie. Hopefully they don't fuck it up for you like they did with mine. You can grab a t-shirt, or you can grab a hat. That's going to be available until this time next week. So up until, let's see, the 14th of September. Actually, up until the 16th, because on the 14th of September, I'm going to be camping and getting hammered. So that'll be available through until the 14th. We'll put a post up about it in the Discord and on the channel. After that, that's it. They're gone. So if you want them, get an order in and grab them. Get them while they're hot. Because the Critical Stream-a-Thon 2025 merch will never be made available again after next week. That's the law. Everything else will remain available. You can get a Globers Do It With Gravity t-shirt. You can get a creepy, sexy Dearth. Who wouldn't want that? You can get a Wits at the Platypus backpack. You can get one of the glass collection where you've got my logo, you've got Wits at the Platypus, you've got the You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid, and of course, Satan, the light bulb. Here he is. Here he is. He's been with me all weekend. Couldn't have done it without him. Hail Satan. If you don't know what that's about, go and check out the appearance I made with Culture Cats on his channel. That's where that came from. There it is. The Wits at the Platypus Golden Shower Edition backpack. Perfect for storing all your most scientifically sound equipment, like a gyroscope that definitely fits if you just aesthetically displace it into another dimension. Need to smuggle years old vapes past Karen from HR? No problem. This backpack has exactly the kind of quantum storage needed for long forgotten nicotine artifacts. Designed for serious explorers heading to Antarctica or just sleeping under a table while live streaming about it. This backpack is as functional as it is highly questionable. Order now before NASA censors it. At last available in the deeply desired colour of Piss Yannel, especially for friend of the Debunkatorium, Charles Arnold. You're welcome, sir. Features a versatile medium-sized backpack, spacious inner pocket, separate 15-inch laptop section featuring whimsical charm of Wits at the Platypus. It's literally covered in derp, and you can only get them from dpdebunks.shop. Vapes aren't included and does not actually behave like a TARDIS and is not bigger on the inside. So there you go. 100% of the profit from every single item in the DP Debunk shop goes to Critical Think's GoFundMe until his goal is met. Only reason I'm mentioning it. Gordens Reiber says, did you sell backpacks? I wonder who walks around with that in a city somewhere. I know one of them is in Denver, Colorado, in the United States. I've got a... I don't know where the map is, but I've got a map that shows where they are. We've got one in the UK, and three floating around in the US, because Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show owns one. It was a birthday present from his sister. Me and Mike's sister got secret squirrelies and got that organized. It was super cool. Who brought one here in Denver? I'll never tell. But I'll give you a hint. This look familiar? Colin? They've been modelled. Officially modelled. That actually modelled. There you go. A better shot for you. That's not how it's supposed to look. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Oh, you don't see it. I'm not. There you go. I mean, so technically it did look familiar because you've seen me before. It's after midnight. Give me a break. It's been a long weekend. If it ain't fucked, ain't a DP stream. As Michaela taught us all. Volcano Truth a Tad to United States Freedom Buck says the United States isn't real. You heard it here first. There you go. So well made. They're awesome. Who are you? Anyway, moving on. You put trackers in the backpacks? No, people just told me they bought them, Jay. Shut up. Don't tell them I put trackers in the backpacks. But no, I'm not tracking them. They let me know when they ordered them. That'd be creepy. Yeah. Ah. No. We've done all the thank yous. I've given all my speeches. I've read out the name of every single person that has donated during the Critical Stream-a-Thon, except for those who donated anonymously, which is absolutely fine. You're not required to dox yourself like me and Sarah Jones have on a couple of different occasions. I don't recommend doing it. Just a thing that happened. So, yeah, there we go. I've got a drink to finish, so we're hanging around until that's done at the very least. Marvelous. I am exhausted, people. It has been a weekend, and I didn't stream the whole time. But when I haven't been streaming, I've been in the background grabbing images and stream links and everything else for all the community posts. I've been doing up the thumbnails, usually at the last minute, for my streams, because I'm trying to make sure they're organized. We've had to reschedule a couple of things and move them around, monitoring the donations, and trying to keep everybody updated with the progress as best I can. A couple of shout outs I want to make. I've already spoken about Joe Black, but I'll do it again. Your help this weekend, just in my streams at least, and I know you've done it elsewhere, but in sharing the links, the different channels to all the contributors' channels and to CT's GoFundMe, that has been phenomenal, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you, Joe Black. CK has been doing the same thing. CK is like a deeply beloved member of this community and the Zoo Crew. I got mad respect for CK. So your help this weekend, I know you're not here at the moment because you're doing CK things. But thank you for everything you've done. To everybody who's been sharing links and going out of your way to help. And I've already said it, but just by hanging out in the chats and getting everybody's numbers up, getting eyeballs on this thing, making people curious to click on it and check it out. It's made a huge difference. We've had literally thousands and thousands of people all over the world checking this thing out, and we've raised $14,000 for a super good cause and a super good person, and I'm really proud to have been a part of this, and I'm really proud to be a part, or to be regarded as part of this community. It's awesome, and the way everyone's come together and got behind this just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind, and full credit to all of you for doing it. Mikey in the Way says, good job, DP. You've really helped Critical Think with the Stream-a-Thon. I hope so, because that's the point. It would be really fucking weird if we sat here all weekend raised 14 grand, and he chimes in on Tuesday and he's like, that's fucked my life. That'd be messed up. It'd be pretty funny. It'd be fucking weird. Stranger things have happened. They say that about winning the lotto. You know, $1 million could either change your life or ruin it. We had lots of stories about big lotto winners being left destitute and homeless, but I assume most of them wind up on like Real Housewives of New Jersey or something. I don't know how it works. Fits of Rage says made it just in time for the end. It's the important bit. It's like reading a book. Read the last page first, spoil it for yourself, then go back and find out how you got there. It's fine. And Fits of Rage, we got a playlist. Check it out. You can go back to the first page, see where it all began, see where it all went wrong, and ride that wave all the way through to the end. Feel free. I highly encourage you. How many Flurf visitors? I remember 2, I think. Were there any more? We only had 1 here. We've only had the 1 over the weekend. A couple in Toons chat that were taking the task. I can't really think of any others though, which is a bit sad. But Roger Ledwell chipped in with $20, which I think is funny and pretty cool. Big Fish says, and you thought 2K would be good, DP. Yeah, no shit. As Unfornicated said, we thought 2 grand for this event, raising 2 grand. That was like my stretch goal. I thought if we could get $1,000 on the board out of this weekend, that was an absolute win. Based on the donations and everything that were coming in prior to the event. And then we started and we raised $1 grand in my first stint, which is madness, or just shy. Actually, it's 900 and something. If you go on Roger's GoFundMe, he's got a profile picture, so I don't think it's the real Roger. It was his name in the chat. It was the legit one in Toon's chat. But you're right, it may not have been him who made the donation. I just like to think it was. I mean, I donated to Roger Ledwell's GoFundMe for his Antarctica trip. I only gave him $10, but I did it. And doxed myself in the process, Sarah, as we talked about. God damn it. It's an exclusive club. You all want to be a part of it. Don't lie to yourselves. You're all just jealous. Yeah, so 2 grand was the stretch goal. If we hit that, mind blown. The fact that you lot have done this, 14,160. Jeebus, that's the wrong page. We got a 43.19. 43.19. 43.19. $14,160. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. When I did my last stream last night, we'd raised 7 grand when I started, and you've doubled that on day 2. As things got crazier, I thought we might hit 10 grand here, and then we hit 12, and then we hit 13, and then we hit 14. Like, come on, people. Come on. Unreal. Roger Ledwell has a porn video cover for his GoFundMe. Yes, he does. Jack Feder says, don't forget CC and his tree. How could we? How could we? Which reminds me, I'm just doing something. Just give me a second. We'll fire this up right now. I will never get tired of this. Katie Markley said it before. I'll say it again. We don't deserve you. But I'm so glad. Taking it. Looks nothing like him. the hair does. The hair's not bad. It's not as glorious. It's not full luck dragon. But for AI, it's pretty good. As 85 says, someone just wanted to make Leadwell look more foolish than normal. Yeah, it's not hard to do. I mean, it's low hanging fruit. You could hang it on a dead tree like this. Too good. That tree's going to be a superstar. The other benefit that came out of this, that's what I was going to talk about, is a number of the creators aren't monetized who took part in the Critical Stream-a-Thon. Unfornicated, unmonetized channel. Copium Emporium channel, not monetized at all. Curious UK Debunked channel, not monetized at all. I'm only saying that to rub salt into the wound for Dan. It's not true. But over the course of the weekend, their subscriber counts grew, which is fantastic. And I love that people hit the subscribe button to show some support for them and enjoyed what they were doing and said, yeah, more of that, please. That is a very cool thing. If you're not subscribed to any of the creators who volunteered their time, talents, energy, and bodies for science, we'll talk about that another time. You don't need to bother them with the details, but they signed a contract and I will be collecting. If you're not subscribed to any of these people, Mind of Steel, Steve's Creepy Van, FTFE, Huge Ass, Unfornicated, MC Toon, Curious UK Debunks, Yerba Mate Talks, the Copium Emporium, or the Drunk Debunk Show, you can click on these links at dpdebunks.com/critical/lineup. It'll take you straight to their YouTube page and you can click the subscribe button and fix that particular problem. They deserve it. Even Mind of Steel and Steve's Creepy Van, the fact that you haven't seen them this weekend is through no fault of their own. That's completely on me. But they put their hand up and I thank them profusely for doing so. I'm just going to hit refresh on this again. Nope, everyone's out of money. It looks like totally fine. I'm fornicated. What have you thrown in? Like, I could vet it, but we're not going to. We're just going to live dangerously. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we're going to play a little trivia.
Balls are party parties. Is it a ball or a party party? Balls are party parties. Is it a ball or a party party? Balls are party parties. Is it a ball or a party party?
Like, pause. 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 Fucking believable. Oh my god, I messed up. Unfucking. Oh, whoops. God damn it. Fuck me.
Unfuck yourself.
Balls or porta potties? Is it a paw or a porta potty? Balls or porta potties? Drunk debunk, come fuck yourself.
Classic. Classic. Fuck it, we're watching this.
And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle.
Come on!
And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle.
Oh, you think so, Calder?
He's an eggplant.
Yeah, he is.
And he is an eggplant. 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 And he is an eggplant.
Here's my favorite bit.
Look at him, Mike. Fucking look into his eyes. Look at him, Mike. Fucking look into his eyes. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle. And he is a pickle.
That might be the best thing I've ever made. Andy from Andy's Game Room over on Twitch is a regular guest on the Drunk to Punk show for Friday night ghosty streams, and he's fucking hilarious. That was his birthday present from me. Megan, where'd you get footage of Mike laughing? That never happened. Oh, it's completely AI. Completely AI. I said what a lot, Calder? That Andy's awesome? Because he is. He's awesome. I made that video members only, by the way. So if you're not a member of the channel, and most of you are, just got a sneaky peek. My best video ever. Yeah. Every time I make something, I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever done. And then I make something else that makes me giggle. And I'm like, nah, it's better. I like it more. Getting hot. Take it off. 1920. Check them out too. They haven't donated anything this weekend to Critical Think, but they'll be out playing gigs. Australian blues band. Check them out. They're fantastic. They're one of my favorites. They're my best video ever. Canadian Space Advocate, are you out, sir? Thanks for all your support this weekend, Canadian Space Advocate. Love your work. You know what? You can have a wrench. There you go. Happy birthday. Have a wrench. Boom. Get wrenched. And you did. You're welcome. Joe Black says, if you play Andy's pickle at 1.5 speed, it sounds even better. I mean, now we have to. There's a backpack. That's just to annoy big fish. Go to YubTubs. No. There. That's not where I want to be. Just go to YouTube. Stupid. Ugh. After the stream, that's what I'm going to be doing. Is watching some Critical Role. I'm up to the bit where it all goes to shit for them in campaign 3. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Right. Pause that. Go back. I said pause it, you piece of crap. Thank you. Settings. Playback speed. 1.5 or 2.5? Where'd you go? 1.5. Nailed it. Megan says, I'm going to be watching some Creaky. Yes, you are. I've set up a redirect. It'll take you straight there so you can hang out in Creaky's chat. Creaky Blinder, the Welsh legend. You can hang out over there until he starts in a couple of hours. So enjoy that. DP Debunks is the Oprah Winfrey of wrenches today. Is it too late to be here? It's never too late, Dr. Nimrod. But you're not here yet until you tell me otherwise. So I didn't read that chat. None of you heard me say it. We are going to watch Andy's a Pickle again, exclusively as part of our celebrations from a super successful Critical Stream-a-Thon. And we're going to do it at 1.5 times speed and possibly all have a stroke. Here we go.
Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle.
Holy shit.
Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle.
Many.
Andy is an eggplant. 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 Andy is an eggplant.
Amazing. Good call.
Look at him, Mike. Fucking
Look into his eyes. Look at him, Mike. Fucking look into his eyes. And he's a pickle.
Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle. Andy is a pickle.
Whoa, that's going to give me a seizure.
That's what it's like to eat Factor.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you for bringing that into all of our lives, Joe Black. I went through a stint working at a job, and that's the end of my story. No, used to sit on my desk and I'd have music playing, and I would listen to Dragon Force. It was either 1.5 or 2 times speed. If you don't know who Dragon Force are, you've never played Guitar Hero 3, and you should. But yeah, like the 2 or 3 it must have been 2 Dragon Force albums that I had. Playing that at double speed, like all day, every day. Fucking crazy. Fun as. Now we just need to give him a ticket lady to sing this song. Where is my give him a ticket song? I think I just shared the link with Mike and Dan. I won't play it here because it won't make any sense. But that's going to get a music video and come out at some point. The give him a ticket opus, because that was fun as hell. That stream. Wow. Oh. 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 I am tired. Hey, Dr. Nimrod is here, everybody. Welcome, Dr. Nimrod. It's good to have you along. Guess what's not working? There we go. Finally. We've all been waiting for you. We wondered where you were. Is there somewhere to sit? Yeah, wherever you like. We vacuumed the floor. We've been mopping up. I mean, soon we'll be wrapping up, and you know, you don't have to go home, but you won't be able to stay here. A ticket? You mean an acid droplet? No, Gordon's Ray, but there was a crazy, like, sovereign citizen Karen type. We were watching a video over on the Drunk Bunk show last weekend, and she was losing her mind when she got pulled over by the police and wanted to arrest her, and she was demanding that they give another police officer a ticket for not using their turn signal. Absolute nutter. An absolute psycho, screaming at the top of their lungs. You son of a bitch! At police. So, you know, that's always going to end well. So I took a bunch of the quotes and then made them silly, plugged them into Suno and spat out an AI metal song with a really angry female singer. And it sounded very, very similar to what was in the video. I just can't remember where I put the file or if I downloaded it or not. But it doesn't have a music video to go with it, and just playing the straight songs without any visual element, kind of boring. CK's here. You missed me saying thank you to you for your help this weekend, CK. So you just have to watch this stream from the start and figure out where it is. Sorry. But you've been fantastic, CK, sharing links and pimping stuff out and doing all the things, and I love you to death. You're one of the good ones. We missed you too. We've missed you all night. Hey, CK, check this out. Ready for this? Boom. $14,160 raised this weekend. Stream-a-thon's over. Finished at midnight. $14,160 raised for Critical Think in 48 hours. Unreal. And you're a part of that by sharing links and stuff. So thank you. Yes, I'm fornicated. Called 911 in front of the cop. What the higgity hell. Amazing. Let's go back here. We're going to do a check-in. I'm just wondering if someone might be around.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester, Canada.
Get your bloody tail off my nose, CC. Jesus. Right, you're here. Are you finally ready to have a chat, CC?
It's a fucking phone call. God damn it.
He's on the phone. Always on the phone. What are you talking about on the phone?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
We don't either. Go kiss a tree, you weirdo. Suffolk and Lakecorn. I'm running out of options here.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
All I did Looks like I was running out of options. He's so aggressive. What about Witsit? You around?
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Yep, that's very true. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Nick N says, I was in the car, standing still in a parking lot, and I felt dick. I don't have to quote. That's a Mike thing. It's all his. But it is a classic. Megan is still sharing stories about the screaming Karen got herself cornered in a police lobby after screaming at the cops. You're touching my broken arm. I can't do the voice because my voice is going. Hey, now that Dr. Nimrod's here, we can give him that wrench we were going to give. CK says, I donated but changed to anonymous after my whole name showed up. DP, I could show you next time how to change it. It's like, I'm happy that I doxed myself on Roger Ledwell's GoFundMe. Who cares? It's fine. He's gone through and he sent me a message saying, thank you, sir, for the donation. He acknowledged it. So that happened. It's something. Yeah, anyway, almost as good as the douche canoe Mark Sargent leaving a comment on the drumming video saying that he dug it. I wear that as a badge of honor. If we get Dirt to do the same thing, that'd be fucking hilarious because I tear shreds off him all the time. All right, we're going to go through to 1 a.m. So we got 23 minutes to go. And I need to finish this drink before then. Alcoholic ginger beer to celebrate an incredible weekend. It has been full on. It's been a little bit stressful, but not too stressful, but just that little bit of like, you know what, I could do without this stress, but I'm okay to deal with it. It's fine. That level, manageable, and, you know, self-inflicted too. So that was fine. But it's been super fun as well. It was challenging, very personally rewarding, and we've helped out a cool person. Dr. Nimrod says, right, I'm off now to trip on morphine and gabapentin and nefapan. Awesome. I hope you brought enough for the class, Dr. Nimrod. Thanks for hanging out, Dr. Nimrod, for the 5 seconds you were here. You made me giggle. Thank you, sir. Are you really waiting 2 hours to send us to Creaky? Megan said, no. No, I'm not. I've set up the redirect, so when this stream ends, you'll go straight over, and you can wait over there for Creaky stream to start. But I'm not hanging around until I think it's 3 a.m., 2:30 a.m. in the morning. 2:30. I can't. I've got to get up. I've got to work tomorrow. I had the last week off work preparing all of this and having a birthday and doing all those things. Otherwise, I totally would, Megan, because I love hanging out with all of you. If I had the opportunity, I'd be here all night. But I'm running on very limited sleep. I'm not feeling 100% right now. I've been coming down with something since Friday night, and it's catching up with me, and I think it's going to hit full force tomorrow. So yeah, send you over to Craig. You can hang out in his chat, and he'll look after you. He's a good egg, and as you pointed out, he's got no accent. Megan says, still so weird that your time zones are at the bottom of the hour compared to us. Totally upside down. It's almost as if that sort of thing has been arranged to fit with the Earth not being flat. Crazy. Doesn't make any sense. Dr. Nimrod, on his way out the door to go start tripping balls, has just dropped another 10 fat schmackadoos for CT. That takes a total up to, well, not the total for the Stream-a-Thon, but the total for this weekend. So I'm going to count it. $14,170. $14,170. If I hadn't have been here, seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. or somebody using your name impersonated you, Dr. Nimrod, and donated $10 dues. Our 10 a.m. here is his 2:30. It also doesn't help in the middle of Australia, so different time zone to the East Coast and the West Coast. Western Australia are 2.5 hours behind us, which is weird. 14170 is great. 14170 is phenomenal illusion, but yes, it is great. There's a lot I don't know. Oh, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot I don't know either. That's what all the other debunkers and creators are for. So I can ask them, and then they do the hard work. Jack Feder, you goddamn gingers have your own beer too, entitled deviants. There's so many advantages, Jack Feder, to not having a soul. It's very, very liberating. Highly recommend it. You can sell your soul to Satan. You just got to shoot him an email and you can start negotiating a contract anytime you want. Satan's happy to oblige. Oh, CK says, awesome organization of this stream-a-thon. Thank you and all the creators for doing this for CT. It's been absolute joy and pleasure despite the fuck-ups and hassle that's always going to happen with something like this. It's the first time I've ever run something like this. And I think we may do it again at some point. If you all find a cause we're passionate about and we want to help with, then I'd be more than happy to try and get the band back together, get some more people involved, spread it around a bit, and see what we can do. I am not going to go looking for one right now, but there may be, we could do a stream-a-thon in 2026 for sure. I'd love to make it an annual thing, and I'd actually make use of the people who volunteered to be part of the support crew to spread some of the workload around and do all the other things I thought I'd be able to do and wasn't. But I've learned a lot from this one, and I know how to make improvements and make things run a little bit smoother. So yeah, I'm down, but not soon. This is a lot to do in your first week back making content after a little bit of time off. But as I've said before around these parts, timing is everything. Unfortunately, says, hey, gingers have to claim Witzer. We deserve our own alcoholic beer. Yes, thank you. I mean, we can disown him, but it doesn't work because it's just a thing. Abarak says, did I miss a mass modding when I stepped out, seeing an awful lot of spanners? I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like I distribute spanners like candy, Abarak. I'm very, very selective about who gets them. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Jack Feder, for $1 United States $1 do, or $1.99 freedom bucks. When is the Go Fuck Me Death stream? Every day. We've got a bunch of them on this channel. Actually, it wouldn't be the Go Fuck Me, it'd be the hey, fuck you, like on South Park. Hey, fuck you, death stream. Where, I mean, what do? We take his money? How does that work? It sounds slightly criminal. Just like only a ninja can sneak up on another ninja. Exactly. And they even then, they've got to be bloody good ninjas. Fits of Rage says I can spam to make it seem like there are lesser wrenches. Well, you have your orders. Dr. Nimrod says you could do a GoFundMe for Dr. Nimrod so that he can pay bills, buy food and medicine. I don't mind. I'll even turn on my camera. Yeah, we'll ponder it. But I don't think you really need food and medicine. I think you're fine. I've heard Dearth can sell you a machine that'll cure all your ills. So what a piece of shit that guy is. Unfornicated says DP debunks. On a side note, thinks he's divorced and trying to dress like he's 21. Maybe we bleach his hair to look younger. Yeah, you know what I'd really like? If he donated that horrible fucking black see-through shirt to Goodwill or something, or just set it on fire so that no one ever has to see it again. It's gross and I hate it. Arak says, I haven't seen a good dearth bashing all weekend. I'm going to go out with, I played Dirty Money earlier. I do hate dearth, but I'm going to wrap up with, Calder, I'm going to wrap up with my favorite video. Joe Black says, do you know what the secret of comedy is? Timing. CMS, I was divorced, wife took the kids, so I just like I'm 21. Yes, exactly. So the spanners or spammers in chat. Yes, Laurie Litiaho, there is no in between. CK says it was a great idea to have creators lined up and sharing the workload. Yeah, I stole that idea from Pally Time, a video game streamer who does a similar thing every year and raises a fortune for a children's hospital that like saved his life when he was a kid, and it's awesome. So yeah, I just ripped that off. So thank you, Pally Time, for the inspiration. That guy, it made me laugh a lot back in the day watching him try to play space engineers and stuff. You can see how much it would cost for Dirty Fucks to admit he's lying so we can make money off stupid people, Dr. Nimrod says. So we raise money and offer it to Dirth to try to get him to jump ship. Is that the idea? Do we have to actually give him the money if he jumps ship? Because I'm not up for that. Set the shirt on fire made me think uncharitable thoughts about what else to set on fire with it. Callie Badger Dude said, yeah, I had the same problem. Jaren has a shit on Dirth stream. Oh, fantastic. I'll get in on that. Let us see. Cortez Raver says, at the moment, we could raid that. Yes. Is that happening now? Let me grab the link and check it out. Loading it up. Rating, low and high. Hell yeah. Offer money to Death. He'd never take it. He's not interested in money, only truth. That is a very, very good point, Paul. A very good point. This channel doesn't have any content. Coming November 7, 2025. That's a long time to wait. Dear oh dear. He's already got 292 subscribers without doing anything. Good work, everybody. I'm subscribed. You should all be subscribed too. Go jump on board with that. I like Jaron. I've had a few chats with him. He's a good dude. Someone needs to sue Death. End of. Yeah. Hope Shifty's still working on that. Big Fish says never underestimate the power of the bacon sandwich. It can resurrect the terminally hungover. Yes. Yes, it can. Click on Megan's link to sub to Jaren's new channel. I have done. I encourage everybody to do so as well. What else we got? Yeah, November 7. So, I mean, you could rate it. I could send you there. But that made me feel bad. Unfornicated. He's got more subs than you do on his new channel. Made me feel bad for a second, and now it's just funny. Oh, you wanted the shit on Dearth stream? I'll grab the link. Okay, yeah, that's his new channel. But if he's already done the stream, I don't want to raid that. 10th time a shitty ad with a BOPD finance scam. Really? All right, I've got to go through the ad settings. I thought I'd removed all the horrible scammy bullshit that it suggests. I'll double check it and I'll change the frequency from whatever it is to whatever the lowest one is for ads on the channel. Callie Badger Dude says it looks like your subscriber count has increased dramatically during this stream-a-thon. What you want to do is check out the first stream of the Stream-a-Thon, and I think the one from earlier today, where I explained what's going on with the subscriber count and the view count on the Dingo Fence video. I'm not going to tell the story again, but yeah, it was an experiment within the bounds exclusively of YouTube and what's available to content creators, but it's not necessarily organic growth through discovery. I experimented with the YouTube promote feature, so I didn't go off to Russian bot farms or anything like that. It was within YouTube. I didn't expect it to do what it did, but now I know what it does or what it's got the potential to do, and I won't be doing it again. I thought we might pick up 20, 30 subs, it'd be awesome. And then just fucking, where I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't be having that happen when I've got a button on my stream deck to play the Earth Sucks video where we rip shit off Ocean and his bullshit for buying subs. I've got a whole video complaining about it, buying subs and buying engagement. So yeah, it was an experiment. It was successful, but along the YouTube promote features, that was my final experiment. Flat Earth is planning their first experiment. Flat Earth planning their first experiment since the birth of Flat Earth, yet to actually perform one that makes sense. Jaren's page is still Jarenism. It's not a new page, just a new video on it. Yeah, so you've shared the interestingism. What you want is Jarenism. What you want is this one. This is what you're looking for. Right here. Jesus. I've got to do all the work myself. There you go. $50 from my catch thrown into the kitty. $40,399 raised for Critical Think. Thank you, Mike Hatch. Fun to say. And while you're at it, subscribe to Unfornicated. Yes, please do. Do that. Do that shit. Yeah, I agree, CMS. The amount of subs Unfornicated has is criminal, and his They parody commercial deserves way more views than it has. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to play it on stream for you because I don't want him to get the attention. It's all about me and how awesome I am. Fuck that guy and the horse he rode in. No, I'm kidding. I want you to go to his channel and watch it. So here you go. Check that out in your own time. Watch that shiz. Do it. All right. Sick of telling you people. Far out. It's like herding cats with you lot. Go to my channel. Have a goosey. But how many times do I have to watch the Dingo World video to help you improve your watch time? Given that it's almost 8,500 views, and I checked the watch time and it's down to an average of 40 seconds, about 12 billion. J Gill? Not going to happen. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Dr. Nimmer, Monkey, it's such hard work typing the name and pressing one button. I did eat a lot of bacon, but that wasn't required. Totally fine. Do you like herding cats? No? No. Herding. Herding. Herding cats. Herding cats. Very important distinction to make. thank you for providing me the opportunity to clarify. I don't want to get myself tarred with that particular brush. Thank you very much. Oh. And I don't really like herding cats either, which is why I said it the way I said it. But I've been herding cats all weekend and it's fine because it worked. Over $14,000 raised for Critical Think. We've got 4 minutes to go. We're going to wrap up here really soon. The redirect is set. So when we're done here, if you want to hang around, when I click end stream after the song I'm going to play, you will be teleported magically through the power of will and love and affection that I hold for all of you into the tender, loving arms of Creaky Blinders chat. You can all go in there, hang out for an hour and a half or whatever, 2 hours. I don't know how long it is. Hang out there and stink up the place. Eat all these snacks, drink all this beer, make a mess on the floor, whatever you want to do. It's fine. Tell him DP sent you, unless you're causing trouble, and then tell him that Huge Ass sent you, or Mike from Drunk to Bunk Show sent you. Good behavior, me and Dan sent you. Bad behavior, somebody else. Meow to you, monkey in the works. Meow, meow, meow. It is catching up with me. I'm definitely sick now. Not coming down with something. I'm calling it. I'm sick. Not just in the head either, like physically. This is getting really bad and I'm out of lozenges. I do have booze. All right. One last time. People, this is all you. And it's amazing. This is up to $43.99, I believe. We're going to count it because I was still online. So I'd take all the credit. I think that's fair. $14,240 raised in a little over 48 hours. We'll call it 49. Take all the tech issues and whatever and replace it with this last hour or so. Kind of balances out. It's like $370 an hour or something like that that we've slapped together, which is nuts. Paul says, hey, what were you drinking there? It isn't Foster's Lager. This is Matzo's alcoholic ginger beer. I don't think you can see it, but it's delicious. They do a lower sugar version too. I recommend it if you can find it. Great. $14,240 raised this weekend for Critical Think to recover the cost of his trip to Antarctica. We saw that Mark Hatch name came up on screen. Thank you for chipping in. It is greatly appreciated by me for supporting the event and for supporting CT and by CT as well. I think he's been quite blown away by the response and the support he's received. You're right. I'm 40K, average of over $1,000 raised per content creator, which is fantastic and super impressive. We have the best community around, and I'm legit proud to be a part of it. I'm very tired. I was far more excited earlier, but I've got absolutely nothing left in the tank. So, people, I know some of you are late to the party tonight. Thank you for jumping in. Some of you have been here for practically the entire 48 hours. And I really do appreciate that. It's been an absolute blast. I'm proud of all of you for helping out and taking part. Thank you for helping me make this what it's been. And thank you for helping Critical Think. Please, everybody know what you've done this weekend has made a difference in another human being's life. And no matter what you did, if you were spamming links, if you were donating money, if you're engaging with the chat, helping in the background, talking shit about me to strangers or whatever, you're a part of that. And all of you should feel good about yourselves for what you've done. what you've done is priceless, and sadly, a little bit rarer than it should be, in my humble opinion. And I'm trying to do something about that as best I can, in some small way. Can't single-handedly save the world, but you can't stop me from trying either. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to Critical Think. Thank you to all our fantastic, amazing debunker creators. I'm going to shut my face. I've gone over time, as I always do. Mike Hatch, we're doing it again next week for Roger Ledwell to make sure he goes. No. We'll do this again next year for something. We'll figure it out. But ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bed. I'm going to finish this drink, take some medicine, and pass out and get some sleep. If you need to do the same, please do. If not, hang around for Creaky Blinder, where I'm going to send you, and tell him GP says hi, and tell him what you did this weekend. You raised $14,000 for Critical Think. Rub it in his face. I'm kidding. I thought I was going to do something else before I wrapped it up. I can't remember what it was. It might have been that. It could have been this. I love you all. Until next time, I will see you next time. Just be excellent to each other. And again, thank you. All of you. Yeah. You're amazing. I love you all. Or maybe I don't, because, you know, I could be remembering it wrong. The way I remember all the stories of Admiral Byrd is he took a solo flight to the North Pole first and found the opening to Inner Earth. That's new to me. Cool story, bro. That story is the one where he sees green fields and mountains that shouldn't exist. Then 2 UFOs take control of his aircraft and land him to meet their leader or president. The second time is Operation High Jump, where he commanded a US fleet to Antarctica to the last remaining Nazis, but instead got attacked and almost destroyed by UFOs. I could be remembering it wrong.
The way I remember all of the stories of Admiral Byrd as he took a solo flight to the North Pole first and found the opening to Inner Earth. That story is the one where he sees green fields and mountains that shouldn't exist, and 2 UFOs take control of his aircraft and land him to meet their leader or president. The second time is Operation High Jump, where he commanded a US fleet to Antarctica to find the last remaining Nazis, but instead got attacked and almost destroyed by UFOs. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm pulling it out of my ass. 1958, Operation Deep Freeze 3. My dad was the guy who found the snow cruiser. He said they slept in it. They buried it for later retrieval and it was never found again. He told me he hot-rodded an M29 Weasel with a bigger engine from a Dodge Power Wagon that had fallen down a crevasse. They used it to pull sleds to a hot spring, but it took an entire day to get there and a day to get back. He said they sent a diver down in the hot spring and didn't find anything living, so it was a fun day off and they did round trips every few days. People who are in Antarctica now say there are no hot springs. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. But I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm talking out of my ass. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm talking out of my ass. Crazy screaming and yelling, can't freak out. The popular small grays come from under the earth. They have always been here, all the clues are there. They prefer to operate at night. Their crafts are said to be pitch black within. Those big black or red eyes of theirs are supposedly actually a protection sensitive eyes. They are small in stature, meaning they can fit entire spaces and sustain themselves or less. They smell strongly of either sulfur or ammonia, which are very prevalent smells in deep caves. They are the most prevalent sightings, by far suggesting a constant presence. Their crafts are often seen coming in and out of either the sea or mountainsides. I could be remembering it wrong, I could be remembering it wrong, or I'm just a nut job who wants to feel important. I'm not making it up, this is all actually true. Like my comments, validate me. I'm so lonely, so very lonely. I've never felt the touch of a woman. I need more Mountain Dew.
Ah, it's the best thing I've ever read. And I've read The Godfather. But that, mwah, that's amazing. Oh, the replies. That's how I remember it too.
Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source. Sounds a corpse. Welcome to the Dirt Fingers audio remorse. Yes, DP debunks. Cables in a knot. Thought I fixed the harm, but I definitely did not. Chat's blowing up, saying DP you're muted. Whole intro gone, brain cells uprooted. Mike steps in, beer in hand. What could go wrong? Camera's fine, but the mic's off all along. Echo chamber vibes. Sounds like a cave, screaming tech issues like a conspiracy rave. Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source, sounds a corpse. Welcome to the Dirt Fingers audio remorse. Dan's got war stories, cables like tripwires. PTSD when the mixer backfires. Feedback screeching like a banshee yell. Chat's laughing, Dan's raising hell. Curious rolling in with that posh mic stand, but the soundboard's haunted by a polter band. Wrong source set, what's the desktop playing? Whole chat singing, we can't hear what you're saying. Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source, sounds a corpse. Welcome to the Dirt Fingers audio remorse. Tune with the charts, stats in line, but the headphones died right on time. Speakers blasting like an evil spawn, summoning Cthulhu when a video's left on. Haunted cables, ghostly static, streams derail, pure cinematic. From the sound gods, no reprieve. Even Satan said, I'ma make you leave. Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source, sounds a corpse. Welcome to the Dirt Fingers audio remorse.
They said NASA lies and gravity's fake. Claim bolts disappear 'cause of camera shake.